Singers. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back, my friends, the show that never ends. Christy Lee in Taiwan, China. Is that a place? That's not a place at all, is it? Taipei, China? What's the name of it? Looking at babies. Maybe not. Jessica Alsman is here doing the news.
Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
In the Steven Singer sidekick chair, there's Josh Arnold.
Oh, I don't like that one. Do you have anything in a blonde?
It's Christy looking at the babies.
You're going to have to go to a different continent.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm sure we're going to get a full rundown of what he ate over the weekend because the pizza days are over. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
That reminds me, I saw a half-white squirrel yesterday.
No.
Yeah. I thought it was a possum at first. And I looked. It was, I don't know if it was like some kind of albino squirrel or... And I couldn't get my camera out quick enough, my phone.
Let's call them albino squirrels now instead of half white.
No, but I mean, it was.
Can we do that?
I don't know if it had fallen into a can of paint.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was the weirdest looking thing.
What half was white?
Like the backside. At first, I thought, oh, there's a possum.
I think you got a skunk's what you got there.
Well, no, but it was a squirrel. It wasn't like black. It was kind of that brown.
Huh?
I'm gonna to see if he or she comes back to the area. But
was it really, really small?
No, it was huge.
Yeah, it might have been a chipmunk. It was really small.
No, it wasn't
Chipmunks
a chipmunk.
are getting bigger, actually.
Those red squirrels can have a lighter back.
I think there's something going on with the chipmunks in our atmosphere. There's a chipmunk in my backyard. Tom, do you know when you put up a privacy fence, you go from a chain link to a privacy fence?
Yeah.
Whatever is inside the privacy fence can no longer get out of your backyard. Yeah. I had to leave the gate open for a couple nights to let people out. And I think some other people got in while they were, you know what I'm trying to say? Animals.
Oh, okay.
Things, not people.
You said people twice.
I know.
We're all people. We're all the same.
You said half white squirrel. Okay, give me a break.
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
It was a half white squirrel.
Anyway, there's a chipmunk that is the size of a house cat in my backyard. I'm absolutely
Well, if you have a house cat, you can get rid of that chipmunk very quickly.
That's true.
Do you think that you locked him in and so he was eating different foods than he was eating? Maybe the McGee compound. I'd imagine you got the best fertilizer around.
It's pretty good back
Can you
there.
put a little mouse
a door
thing like they have in all the cartoons?
I always love that.
Oh, on the privacy fence, and then they could get out.
Yeah, little critters can get in and out.
I'll take a look at that.
Oh, you helped him by keeping the other big animals out, so he's like, now it's all for me.
It's
Thank
another
you.
way to look at it.
He's probably confused.
There's a lot of stuff. I have a shed in the backyard.
I'm sorry, you do what? I have indoor
to.
plumbing.
I have a shed.
I don't have shit in the backyard.
What is it about shed? It always sounds bad.
Sunny day.
You can't say, take a shed.
You guys,
You got that privacy.
every now and again, I'll have a nice private shed.
Yeah, I had the choice. I could get indoor plumbing or put the privacy fence up so I can take a nice shed in the backyard. You ever seen a black squirrel?
I have.
This is on the heels of the half-white squirrel mention, by the way.
I have, yeah.
The Hemingway writes about them in Our Time. Yeah, they're up there by Walloon Lake. And
How you doing? How you doing, Willie?
Torch Lake.
You all right?
It's just talking about nerd stuff. Every damn morning we're talking about nerd stuff.
A lot of people are on spring break right now, so it's kind of fun. you go to Starbucks at 5 a.m. and there's nobody there. They're all on spring break.
Oh, yeah. This city, where we are, has emptied out. There's like half the people here that have normally.
It's
that's my.
So on a show, that means the show we can be extra loose today. We can take requests. How would you make a request to this show? Josh Arnold sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com or use the Bob and Tom app. Those are two good ways, real good ways.
Yeah. No, I want to say congratulations. Speaking of two things, two great shows from Josh Arnold over the weekend. Lots of reports of tremendous time with Josh and Kostaki and Pat Godwin.
Oh, good.
Saginaw, Michigan, sold-out show.
Saggy Bowl.
That was fun. Sold out show. There were like 3 empty rows in the back. Who told you sold out?
Godwin.
Josh, you always say sold out. You just keep it simple. No, it was packed.
You know,
it was.
When all this is over,
He's making
That was
fun of
fire
you.
code.
when this whole thing's over and is closer every day,
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's going to end.
they're going to take Pat to some institute, and they're going to sit him down and put him up with all those little sticky things on your head, and they're going to say, okay, tell the truth. Okay, now lie. And there's no difference on the reading of the EKG.
Yeah, there is
Amazing.
we just finished with Ace Cosby, and he scored a constant.
Just so relaxed, so laid back.
And a huge show in Dubuque, I understand, Josh.
A lot of fun, yes.
And then Patty G, sellout
Sold out.
in Mason City,
12 people show.
Illinois.
Only
It's
held
a small
80.
club.
It's like the cheese place in Austin. There's only like 50 seats, but sold out.
Sold out.
Okay, well, congratulations for some great shows, fellas.
Josh, do any gambling down there in Dubuque?
No. No.
Did you get the lowdown on the buffet?
Yeah. In
At
fact,
the
the whole
casino.
thing is like closed off. They put so it used to be an open area.
Right,
You could look
sure.
in. Now it's just muraled off completely. And
that is
they're not
so
too sure
sad.
what they're going to.
They had to close it because of COVID.
Yes. And it doesn't sound like there are plans to reopen it.
Did you go over there like the Indian, looking at the Native American, looking at the litter on the highway, and you went over to the mural and just one
Solitary tear.
tear coming down your cheek? That's what I'd have done.
That's a famous classic commercial, and apparently
The guys from
the man was portraying the First People or Native,
Yeah.
whatever you want to, the proper term would be. I'm sorry. Apparently, it was some guy from New Jersey.
It
that was
certainly was.
of Italian
Italian,
heritage.
Yes.
Yeah,
An actor, yeah.
Once again,
An actor.
Hollywood casting.
I understand he also had he kept pet half white squirrels in his backyard.
I'm telling you, it's true.
You have to get a photo.
It's the weirdest thing. I thought, oh, that's weird. In the middle of the day, there's a possum out there. I just gotten out of the shower. I took a midday shower.
Hold it. Tell me everything.
Sounds delightful.
A midday shower.
Surprise movement?
No,
Was it also a midday?
It's only one reason to take a midday
Did you
shower.
also take a
That
midday?
means you had a shed in the back.
Midday. You had a midday shed, didn't you?
No, I had been moving a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was really dirty and dusty. And
Oh yeah,
had
tell
to-
Daddy. Yeah.
had to take a shower. But when I
He was
came out,
dusty and dirty and
I look out
sweaty.
the window and there's this. Oh, that's weird. There's a possum there. And oh my God, it's a half white squirrel.
Where the hell are you living?
Oh gosh, I hope it wasn't like a hawk eating a squirrel and you
No,
just saw
no.
like the.
No,
Okay.
it was a squirrel walking around back there. doing
That's
this thing.
amazing.
Yeah, you know.
I have a squirrel that looks like he has a beard. He looked like Abraham Lincoln. That's about it.
That's
Like a
cool,
little-
Daddy Squirrel. Yeah. Come on out.
Hey, Daddy.
Coming up, we have beards in the news.
man. I'm nuts about nuts.
We have a beard world record.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's Liza Minnelli, of course, is involved.
Many times.
And no, we have a beard world record coming up. And a request for something. I guess I think we have time to squeeze this in right now.
Well, first, congratulations to the LSU Tigers. They won the Women's National Championship yesterday. And also, of course, congratulations to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Our Iowa Hawkeyes, as I say. And Caitlin Clark and the crew, they lost. But the referees had a little something to do with it. But that's just neither here nor there. And Caitlin Clark comes back next year.
I read that
We will see how that goes.
an article suggesting that she will make more money
Yes.
because of NIL than she would
Instead of
make as a
going-
pro.
She is hooked up with a food bank in Iowa. And please, someone tell me the details on this if you're listening and know more than I do, which is
Everyone.
very, very likely. Yeah, they wanted to pay her to, she's making other NIL commitments, but the food bank in Iowa wanted to pay her, but she refused. And she's helping the food bank there.
for her.
Very nice.
She's a wonderful woman. So there you go.
Wow.
Tall. She's tall.
Yeah, 6 feet. Well, 6 feet. And who is it?
I love when in the middle of a game shoots from midcourt, it goes in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you were in high school and you did that, the coach, come here for a second.
But as we found out,
I want to talk to you about
as
that.
we found out yesterday afternoon, she can't score on the bench, having 4 fouls already just for tossing the ball out of bounds. I don't know how that works. But
Okay. Coming up, we will squeeze in some requests today since we're kind of doing a spring break mental health thing today.
And finally, in my
Pretending we're in the sunshine.
sportscast, that's right, it's Brine Time. We're going to cover pickleball, Tommy. Woo! Pickleball coming
Did you
at
invent
baby.
Brine Time?
No. My
you better.
wonderful and lovely assistant Willie Griswold.
It's very good.
Came up with Brine. I told him when he said it, I said, that's going to be everywhere.
Yeah,
that'll be on ESPN.
Brine Time.
Brine Time. Brine Time.
So happy I could contribute, you guys.
Wonderful.
Who's the sportscaster we can
Idiot
thank?
McFarling? No,
we
what's
can
his
thank for the attitude of every sportscaster on ESPN now.
I don't
When
know.
did that start?
I don't think that's the case. But there's one good sportscaster, and he hasn't been on for a while. I think he's sick. Scott Van Pelt hasn't had his show on overnight, so I hope he's
Hate to
okay.
hear
You down with SVP?
Yeah. I love the
Coming up in the news,
And Steve,
we have world records. We have a head stuck in a storm drain of a human being.
They deserved it.
We have
Stick your head in a storm drain. That's what you got to get.
we have a scientific study of the size of the male member
It's supposed to be the size. I can tell.
of the human being. And
Anything larger is freaky.
as you know, if you listen to this show, there really is a place called Dildo, Newfoundland. And in the news today, problems at Dildo Cove.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're working on fixing it up. You will
Not as
find
wet
it.
as it should be?
No.
Without revealing too much, I just looked at a house in Nova Scotia. That is a true statement.
Nice.
You know things.
Oh, yeah.
You know things are going great when you figure, well, I can keep doing this.
That's exactly right.
Or move to Nova Scotia.
be a
Never been
lobster.
there, but I'm sure it's nice.
It's what's the word? Remote. Is what it is.
It's gorgeous, rugged country.
Lovely.
Don't
Wonderful.
take a bathing suit.
Beautiful
You're not gonna
country.
need it.
No, you're not.
Right now, I want to mention that Josh is sitting in that beautiful Steven Singer jeweler's sidekick chair because now is the time to tell your mom how much you love her because it's just around the corner. Steven Singer, you'll find him, of course, at IHateStevenSinger.com. What's the latest? Well, what's going to make those moms happy out there? You could put up a neon sign in Times Square that says, Mom, I love you. You're the best mom ever.
Dumb.
Yeah, kind of pricey. Odds are your mom won't want to go look at it.
I'm never in Times Square.
This is where Steven Singer comes in. He's got the brand new neon green 24-karat gold-dipped rose. This will light up her life. It's the newest from Steven Singer. Once again, it's a neon color, bright green, neon green, 24-karat gold-dipped rose. We've been talking about these roses for a long time, and this is the latest. Perfect for moms out there. Remember how many moms you've got in your life? The gold-dipped roses start at just $59 and ship for free in a premium gift box with a personalized Mother's Day card from you. And by the way, if you act on this today, these typically go out the same day if you get orders in before 2 o'clock. So it's very simple. There's a full lifetime guarantee included for free. At Steven Singer Jewelers, you find, of course, at IHateStevenSinger.com. The latest rose, people collect them. It's the newest one. IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details. Thank you very much, Steven. Also coming up, we've got a huge hippo update. Very exciting news for those hippos that have been invading South America. Alligator news, nudity news, all the good stuff in the news coming up. And, ever get your finger stuck? Well, no, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, all right.
Get your finger,
Finger stuck in the
Yeah, when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore. My legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look. Nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support.
Huh.
Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific.
Give me
See you
a-
later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Increase is also seen in the U.S. Navy and the Marines, renewing concerns about the fitness of America's fighting forces. Solutions, same for civilians. Experts say recognize obesity as a chronic disease, provide targeted treatments that include diet and exercise, and new medications. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
favorite band?
Favorite movie.
Oh,
man,
is it Roadhouse?
movie. Not Roadhouse. That's the movie that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful. It's
okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
not.
I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Whenever I think of a ping pong pad, I think about Josh and that sad occasion when Josh's grandfather died. They had the funeral right there at the assisted living facility, right next to the rec room. Tell me what happened, Josh. Josh had his tape recorder running so he could record the eulogy, and it was a very solemn moment. There's the ringing in the casket.
And by the way, that is the harshest ping pong ball recording I've ever heard.
I had to send to the recorder on the table.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hi, and good morning, and welcome to the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show, well, you know. Let's go to the phones and just go to the phones, huh? Good morning. You're on the program.
Hello, Mr. Insinuation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have a.
Got a.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's with my wife.
Okay.
And, well, she's
not letting you.
You know.
Or she's not giving you.
Well, yeah. And.
Oh boy.
You know, I was wondering how long that would.
She's not doing the.
Yeah. And
Okay. Have you tried?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but have you tried this?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Mr.
Now,
I.
have you followed? Now, if you tried that, follow it up with one of these.
Okay.
And then immediately after that, give it one of these.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
All right. Well, thank you for every.
That ought to get you.
Well, yeah. Okay.
You know. Okay.
All right.
Well, I see by the way we have a shortened show today, and thanks for calling today. And it's been the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show.
You know.
Right.
Sure. Fabulous program.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacay. Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Is this a samba or a mambo, or can you identify this, Mr. Music?
I will go samba.
Samba. Oh. There's Josh Arnold.
This is one of those songs you'd see Jack Lemmon dancing, holding
martini.
a cigarette with a martini, and he's in a pad.
It does remind me of when Jack goes to the strip club in The Odd Couple, and he's sitting at the bar, and he looks up, and she's dancing crazy, and there's this. Anyway.
She's really shaking, isn't she?
Yeah, she's shaking.
If I remember correctly.
Josh is at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Oh.
I thought that was Tom.
That's Willie Griswold on
the mints or the.
Would you like me to? I got a shaker over here.
It's the all-day allergy mints.
You know what this is?
Sugar packs.
I'm Chick. There's
Better.
Tom. Here's Tom.
It's the cup noodles. No longer cup of noodles. It's just cup noodles.
I bet you 90% of people still say cup of noodles.
I think that's like a Berenstain Bears, Morgan Freeman effect kind of thing. People think that
butterfly effect. No,
Morgan Freeman.
Mandela.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
No.
Or was it always Morgan Freeman?
Mm-hmm.
It was cup of noodles before. Don't you tell me this.
Yeah, they. I thought we did the story that they changed the name.
And this is the new one. The breakfast cup of noodles, which is maple syrup, pancakes, sausage, and egg with ramen noodles in sauce.
And this is right up my alley because I want everyone to notice 380 calories in the package, sodium, 1,020 milligrams. I'm in.
That's 44% of your sodium. This isn't messing around. You eat this, you don't need any other salt.
That's right.
This gives you your daily value of sodium. 44% of it.
That's right.
So we're going to cook these babies up and see how they taste.
Well, you got hot water and then you go, right?
It's a cup. I want to say cup of noodles, but it's just cup noodles.
No, follow the directions.
Room temperature water.
Okay.
Let's see, open up the, go for it. It says remove lid, add room temperature water, fill inside the line. Cook it for 4 minutes, take it out of the microwave, and throw it in the trash.
You're happy, aren't you?
That's
not the rule.
Sorry.
It does smell great.
They have a fine product.
It's only noodles inside, though? There's no eggs?
They're dehydrated, and they kind of rehydrate.
Oh.
Oh, so you've had one of these?
Yeah.
This is the same stuff they send up with the astronauts.
Really?
Boy.
Yep.
Right before you walk on the moon, you have some of
You
that
know, I haven't had any, but I want more.
We'll be trying these later on this morning. Coming up, we have, I believe we're going to talk with comedian Greg Warren today.
Greggy boy.
Always look forward to that. And we have a hippo update, those crazy hippos that Pablo Escobar imported many years ago.
Nutty hippo.
I think he imported 3, and now there are almost 200 of them.
Okay, as our show does every now and then, or mostly every day, we're getting pictures now of white squirrels in the wild.
Oh, good.
Because Tom mentioned that he saw a half-white squirrel.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Oh, good, he said.
Region.
Squirrel room for cream.
This is from Columbus, Ohio, and they're that evil albino squirrel is. You can see him there in the backyard. Look at
I
that.
want a white one.
That's cool.
Why don't you go to Columbus and get that white squirrel? Come on, man. You grab a hold of him now.
Why don't we segue into the sporting scene with Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk.
LSU won its first basketball title in school history, overcoming Caitlin Clark in Iowa. 102-85 yesterday afternoon in Dallas. The LSU winning the national championship game. Didn't James Carville went to LSU? Isn't that correct? Am I right on that?
The ranking probably, yeah.
I think so. The victory made Kim Mulkey. She's the one who dresses like Liberace. The first women's coach to win national championships at 2 different schools. She won 3 at Baylor before leaving for LSU 2 years ago. Her 4 titles gave her the 3rd most, behind Gino Ariema's 11. Of course, he's at that one school, I forget. Pat Summitt at UConn. Pat Summitt in Tennessee. Mulkey has never lost in a championship game. Angel Reese had 15 and 10 rebounds. Caitlin Clark scored 30. Finished the tournament with 191, shattering.
Shadoobie.
Breaking Cheryl Swoops a record of 177.
Swoops, there she is. Swoops, there she is.
And Caitlin will be back for her
Whoop?
senior.
There it is.
You know it is, Tom.
Yeah, it was fun.
For her senior season. But the big sports story over the weekend is the WWE. Is that right? It was
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, a 2-night event now, Tom.
How about that?
A 2-night attendance record. And guess who? They always have. How do they put this, Ace? Guest stars who come in.
Celebrities.
Snoop Dogg stepped up in an emergency during a weekend that saw WWE set a 2-night attendance record for their signature event. Room of a possible sale of WWE to the UFC, and Roman Reigns remaining the undisputed champion.
No kidding.
He's been here, right? Hasn't Roman Reigns been in the studio? I thought he was that one time.
Not when I've been here, but I would have enjoyed that.
Roman Reigns.
What's the name of the guy with all the red hair? I thought that was Roman Reigns.
Sheamus?
No, that's Sheamus.
Is that Sheamus? Sheamus has been.
He lost last night. That's right.
Oh, really?
Snoop Dogg co-hosting a segment between matches at SoFi, and wrestler Mike the Miz Mizanin. He goaded Mizanin into an impromptu match with Shane McMahon. McMahon tore his quad, he said. He did a leapfrog maneuver while trying to avoid Mizanin. Snoop stepped in as a pinch wrestler and completed the match.
That is silly. I love they've been doing that since the beginning.
Did anyone here see Snoop Dogg in the wrestling match? No?
I did see a clip.
You did? Is it something else?
He knocked The Miz out.
No, that's so ridiculous.
Snoop Dogg.
Did he knock the shizzle out of him, if you will, to use the street term?
I'm not participating in it.
It's as though he read a certain article and went, to hell with that.
To hell with that problem.
Isn't it? I mean, isn't that essentially an
I don't care.
Isn't that essentially an alternate version of Pig Latin, more or less?
Yeah, it's dog Latin.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's right there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
There you go. One of my other sons, that would be Sam.
Yeah, we all know.
Number one son.
He went to a viewing party for the event last night.
Oh, very nice.
We went out and had some dinner, and then Sam injured his arm, so he can't drive. And boy, is he playing that up.
Well, no, I think that Pauline was going to drop him off at his friend's place so he could drink and not have to drive home. She likes to drop him off. He has a few pops watching the wrestling, then she picks him up.
I think
It's
it was
nice.
a 4-hour event. Is that right, Ace?
I don't know how long it was.
It must have been.
So,
How much you watched it,
worth.
Olsman?
I fell asleep after the Intercontinental Championship match, but there you go.
Okay.
What does that mean, intercontinental? Is that a thing?
Well, it was what,
North
Scotland
America?
versus Ireland
They can kind of
versus
make
Germany.
up whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? It's all fake anyway.
Is Ireland
we have the World Series, and the last time I checked, the World Series only involves teams from the United States.
Is Germany a continent? Anybody?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know why they call it that. but
Austria's
that's
a
how they did it.
continent, though.
Oh,
Austria.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We have Miss Universe.
There are
And
50
have you ever
continents,
seen?
right?
Have you ever seen any contestants from outside the Earth?
That's
Not
true.
yet. Not yet.
See, it's
Maybe we have.
You can call the stuff whatever
Yeah,
you want.
I think Pat's right.
Maybe
Now,
we have seen.
Speaking of Godwin.
What?
Hey, Pat, you got to be pretty relieved that you don't have to write another pizza song.
Oh, yeah.
Because once again, Ace Cosby ate nothing but pizza for the entire month of March. Ace, what was the first thing you ate?
I had some chicken fried rice about 1:30
Nice.
Saturday morning.
1:30 Saturday morning? How did it feel?
It's a great food to eat when rice because you can get like 2,000 of something.
Oh,
Wait a
so
minute.
it's
Hold it. He's doing a stand-up bit.
It's a
I can feel
quality
it coming
thing.
here.
All right, it's a quantity thing for you.
Because there's 2,000. I see.
You got my humor.
I get it, Ace. I get you.
Did you eat any more pizza by chance over
I
the
did.
weekend?
I had a prosciutto.
So you did have another pizza.
Prosciutto.
You say prosciutto.
Let's call the whole
I
thing
say
off.
prosciutto in my shadow in the backyardo.
With the half-white squirrel.
Covering all the bases.
In my bed.
Pat,
Yeah.
I understand you had a couple great shows over the weekend. Congratulations.
My buddy Josh, he killed,
And a new guitar.
unfortunately.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about Butterfingers over there?
Don't tell me. What has he done now?
What happened, buddy?
Take all the time you need. Don't leave
He
anything out.
dropped his guitar, had to stop and buy a new one.
The gig bag was not zippered, and I was carrying it to the car, and ba-boom.
So you know how sometimes you'll load up a suitcase,
Sure.
pick it up, and you forgot to close it, and things fell out.
Because I put when I got a suitcase, I open it like a book on the bed.
Yeah.
I put everything in there.
Right.
Yeah, it was
and
a dumb
then,
move.
and then I shut it like a book, and then I assume it's zipped up.
Yeah.
So then I'm out the door.
Pat, did it make a hilariously cartoonish noise when it
El
fell?
Kabal!
It did, and I screamed, and then I
Please
was
tell me we have El Kabal.
quiet for a couple hours, and I cried.
Now,
I'll tell you what, I watched you. That's how I know there were some rows
And
open
we-
in the back. And they were, you sounded great.
Oh, thank you.
I could not.
However,
so you had to do a show with the broken guitar.
Yeah, the action went up, so I had to do chords differently. But I mean, I just buckled down and
Showman.
and we videotape Pat whenever he goes out in case something happens.
Well, it's
And
insurance
luckily, we this time it was no exception. Here's how it sounded when you dropped your guitar on the ground.
that's actually pretty close.
All right, thought I zipped that. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. You're supposed to zip the case?
Well, it's a gig bag, not the normal case.
You gotta.
So I don't like the,
well, I thought it had clasp or something.
The real good case that you fly with does, but there's a gig bag that you can strap in your back.
No, I can't see
Bob Dylan.
because of the computers in front of you. Do you have your new guitar with you right now?
You mean like John Denver?
Yeah, I had to go into Chicago and buy a brand new one.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Which I hate doing.
Mm-hmm.
Buying new guitars. Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah, what a great store too.
Got stuck in the Dan Ryan.
Yeah.
As did I.
Do you think Dan Ryan's family kind of regrets the fact that all anyone ever does is curse that son of a bitch because of that three-way?
Boy, I did on set, right, Josh? That was horrible.
Terrible. Yeah.
You got stuck there too?
Yeah.
You didn't do the bypass?
Oh, but the good thing about driving through Chicago like that is not only do you sit in traffic, you have the pleasure of paying for it. With $22 in tolls.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is. They get you.
Yeah, it is.
And Josh, they're nice enough. You don't even have to go through a machine. It just takes a picture. They send you the bill in the mail. How kind.
Isn't that lovely?
I think you got off light. I think the Skyway is like $38. I think to go through now. Something like that.
It was fun.
It depends how many axles you have, so don't listen to Guns N' Roses to go through the toll.
There you go.
Rainy day, Dan Ryan.
That's funny.
We'll get a song out of you in a few minutes, Pat. You got that? You bought that guitar all tuned up, ready to go?
Oh, I better tune it.
Okay.
Be careful, Pat. Don't. Pat.
That brings back memories of Saturday.
Pat, you were so funny Friday, man.
Thank
it was
you.
A pleasure
You were
watching.
too. He killed.
Any interaction with the audience I need to know about?
Too much, yeah.
One lady that was very, very energetic.
If you haven't seen Pat Godwin locked down on an audience, you are missing.
He was behaving himself, but he did let her. There was one couple in particular that was really.
Let him know?
Yeah, and he let him know.
That always helps. I guess the audience on your side.
And Josh,
No, that's not what happened. They were on our side.
Yeah.
Did you sell off those last koozies?
I still have a few remaining, but sold many, 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 many. So thank you all.
So the Josh Arnold koozies aren't sold out?
One is. No, I still have
What did
two.
that one say?
I'm a feminist, but I'm also a pervert.
That's great, man.
So now I've still got a couple. Yeah, I've got about a dozen each of the other two.
Now, are those scented?
They are, yes, yeah.
Now, since Feminist Pervert sold out first, are you going to restock that one and maybe think of new koozies for the other ones?
No, I'm not going to restock any of these.
Cool.
This is the last,
Moving forward,
run
right?
of those.
Limited edition.
Okay, well, let's get back to the sports page. By the way, the orangeinsoles.com sports page, because coming up tomorrow, will we have our winner by tomorrow?
Yes.
So you still have time to enter?
Yes.
Oh, great. bobandtom.com/contest. What is at stake? Orange Insoles has been kind enough to provide the 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler. And it's a gorgeous, in fact, I think, is it still in back of Chick?
Yeah.
Sure, I can't
is.
see it.
You
And
can't miss it.
the Bob and Tom logoed dual Papa Shot game, which would look great in your living room. Once again, bobandtom.com/contest. You've got a little bit of time to get those entries in, so please do.
And coming up later, we will have the shoe-in of the week, brought to you by orangeinsoles.com. San Diego State. That last-second shot, beating Florida Atlantic on Saturday afternoon. They will take on the Yukon Huskies.
The evil empire of the Yukon Huskies.
And I have the misfortune of living in the Eastern time zone, so the game starts at 10:45. No, it starts at, 8:30, 9 o'clock,
Still too
something
late.
like that. Still too late. But that's why I like the semifinals. The first one started at 6. Yeah. See, I'm selfish, John. I'm a selfish person.
I know. It's convenient because you can go to the early bird special at the cafeteria.
That's exactly right.
Get
Talk to my
there right at
friends.
4. Get the Jack Benny special.
I can hustle pickleball.
Okay, good.
It's
And-
Brine Time, baby.
It's Brine Time.
Yeah, Willie, you should copyright
You
that.
should copyright Brine Time. Yeah,
That's going to be everywhere soon.
Too late. I did it 30 minutes ago.
Brine Time t-shirt.
Pull a Michael Jackson on him.
I'll sell it to you.
I hope you can just quit by 9 because you've already made $1 million.
Now, coming up in the news, Josh, you're going to love this story. This is really interesting. It's
Food or masturbation, Tom?
it's category 3 for you.
Oh,
Aliens.
All right.
Yeah, aliens on this Earth.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been
Have
trying
you
to tell
seen
you.
that picture from outer space? I think Carl Sagan put it up one time. He had it on Cosmos. And the size of the Earth from this certain perspective in the universe is like the head of a pin.
Oh, yeah.
And you go, oh, this dot right here. By Carl Sagan.
Very good.
Stop right here. That's us. Everyone you've ever known, everyone you will know. That's us.
There we go. Now, we'll
you feel
get to...
insignificant yet, Tom?
Oh, I feel insignificant every day. I have a girlfriend. I have children. I know what it's like to feel insignificant.
Isn't it awful when they want something, the kids?
Every morning, Tom just George Jetsons money to each of them. They're on their way.
Every day, food.
Josh, that's not funny. Dad, give me money.
Okay, right now.
Speaking of houses.
Yeah?
Angie.
Oh, yeah, this is cool. Angie's List is now Angie. Tell me more, Josh.
I'd love to. You're exactly right, Tom. Angie's List now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done. Angie gets them done well. Angie is your personal home expert, having served, oh my gosh, 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. So look, you're going to find the people you need to help you out. I love Angie because Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job done well. I need some roofing done. You know what I need, Tom? It's called a cricket. What it is, it's that like pyramid-looking thing kind of next to a chimney.
Nope.
I need to get one installed.
Nope, that's a peak. A cricket's a bug. Go ahead.
Okay. They called it a cricket. I went on Angie and told them exactly what I need, and they have hooked me up with some of the finest pros out there. You can plan and budget with those pros. You can have them come out, or if you're ready to get the repairs done, you just say, ready now. Let me know when you can be here. Angie has simplified finding help for home projects. In just a few taps on the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish, or research and connect with local pros for your specific project. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. Angie has projects that are priced upfront and clearly lay out the cost before you buy. That was super helpful for me, especially when you're trying to budget such things. Angie is my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of projects from small repairs to major remodels. And Angie is my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh.
Angie.
When we come back, we are going to find out about some world records involving Mount Everest, among other things. And in the news, Dildo Newfoundland, which means we're going to have to hear from Captain Dildo. Oh. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to.
You know, I get a great Bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
Mm-hmm. And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker. No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
It got all achy?
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a minute.
Things I should have done as a kid. You know, why did I finally do this now?
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
We've been talking about it all month, and today is the last day. Register to win that new 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler from orangeinsoles.com. You can see it right behind Chick McGee there at the sports desk. Plus, win that custom Bob and Tom home dual Pop-A-Shot game. Register to win now at bobandtom.com/contest. Orange, you're glad you have another shot to win again. Bob and Tom fans, today, the last day to register to win. And again, the winner receives the Yeti Cooler and the Pop-A-Shot game both. The winner will be drawn tomorrow, so get your entry in today if you haven't. bobandtom.com/contest. Again, today, the final day. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show. And thanks to our friends at orangeinsoles.com. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at your Bob and Tom news headlines. Oil prices have soared more than 5% after Saudi Arabia and other major oil producers said they'll cut production by 1.15 million barrels per day from May until the end of the year. Shares in Asia mixed. The S&P 500 gained 1.4% Friday, rising 3.5% for the month. Tech stocks leading the way. Friday's gains came after a report showed inflation slowed in February, though it was still high on a historical basis. Slowdown in inflation could give the Federal Reserve more leeway to take it easier on interest rates, but higher prices for gas and other fuels would add to upward pressure on prices. A report says McDonald's has closed its U.S. offices for a few days as the company prepares to inform corporate employees about layoffs. Wall Street Journal cited an internal email from the Chicago-based fast food giant saying U.S. staff and some corporate employees overseas should work from home while the company notifies people of their job status. McDonald's did not immediately reply to emailed requests for comment. While a number of big U.S. companies have announced job cuts and U.S. applications for jobless benefits rose last week, layoffs are at historically low levels. And congratulations, LSU. They've won their first basketball title in school history, overcoming Caitlin Clark in Iowa 102-85 in the national championship game for the women. The men's championship game going to be determined tonight. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
We have a guy that is, I mentioned earlier, internationally famous for a little something. It's the only talk show devoted to the artistry of the bass guitar. It's a little thing we like to call Bass Talk. Wow. It's the Bass Talk Show with Mark Christopher Roman on the bass.
Yes.
Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Well, this bass player, he was having trouble finding a gig.
Mm-hmm.
What a surprise. Yeah. So he decides to take a part-time job in a funeral home.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So he's working with a funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. It's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And they, well, who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh, my gosh. Stanley Smith is dead?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see why people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening.
Details on that coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacay. Jessica Alsman is here.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Chicky boo.
I like that. There's Willie Griswold.
Chick.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold looking for a straw during the commercial.
Found him.
Thank goodness he found a straw.
And better yet, I got the kind that have the little bendy thing in them.
Yeah. Oh, the elbow. Yeah.
Isn't that nice? Oh, these
I
are
like
great.
the really long elbows that you can tie into a knot and then put it in your drink. Man, I love that.
Plastic American straws.
What about like a silly straw?
Plastic American straws.
While they're still legal.
You know what I've never had the pleasure of using? The sunglasses straw. You've seen those?
Yep. No.
Where you drink out of a glass and they look like glasses.
Right.
The liquid goes
You
around
never
your
had
eye.
that?
I've never had the straw hat. Not a straw hat.
Like the beer on the top?
hat, yeah.
Let's say like a construction hat that has a beer on each side and straws into it and it goes into your mouth.
I feel so sorry for both. I've had the pleasure of using both those devices.
No kidding.
Not very practical.
No, it's a blast, you guys.
The
It's so
glasses,
fun.
There's such a long pathway. You've got to suck for a while to get it, actually down.
I didn't consider. You probably do.
You got to suck for a while,
Get it down.
Josh.
To get it down.
It's really not a delightful way to say that.
Yeah, what are you going to do? It's,
I'm just laughing because I failed completely. When you, Josh, a minute ago said, you know what I've never had the pleasure of using, and I thought there has to be some hilarious response to that. I just wasn't quick enough. It's too early.
Tupperware or
Yeah, a doggy bag.
a doggy bag.
I let it go.
A woman spent the entire night not have to
wheels
pay her.
turning.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Then I just started howling with laughter because even though I didn't supply a punchline, it was such a great setup and it was so innocent. Josh had no idea when he said, "You know what I've never had the pleasure of using." I say with great sincerity, followed by, "Ta-da!" I apologize for not having a good punchline, and thank you, Josh, for supplying a better
You
one.
apologize for not being the bully you wanted to be?
Yes. I'm honest to God, I'm tearing up laughing.
You threw out a few punchlines.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Some call it restraint. You call it a missed comedic opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, Josh, I'll try it now. Go ahead, do it to me now.
You have to start
do
it.
what to you? Say my line? My line?
No,
what I said?
So what, Tom, anything you've never had the pleasure of using?
Oh, Tom, is there anything you've never had the pleasure of using?
A condom.
There you go.
Sorry.
Okay.
Got this
Ask
letter
me,
here.
ask me.
There is no pleasure in using a condom.
Pat, is there anything you've never had the pleasure of using?
Good judgment.
Here we go. This comes to us from Mikhail. And Mikhail writes, the show in Saginaw, Michigan was fantastic. My wife and I drove across the state from Muskegon.
Hello there.
252 miles. Loved every minute of the show, worth the trip. I believe Josh's back must hurt as bad as Pat's after carrying Kostaki around all night. This is just kidding.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Thank you, Mike and Jackie. Thank you
Maybe
for.
you don't read the whole letter.
There we go. Nice. I heard you guys had a killer show, so congratulations.
It was fun. Thank you to all who came.
Okay.
Except for maybe two of you.
And you know who you are because we fought in the parking lot at the end of the show.
Okay, now I've got my second request for this, so I guess we're going to have to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Come on. Chick McGee, here he is with his part of the day.
Our Pavlovian response doesn't know what to do.
We're going to get some more farts over here.
Sorry. It threw Ace off. I'm sure he had something in the quiver.
Well, do the other one then.
Okay.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah.
What do you call a sad cup of coffee?
What do you call a sad cup of coffee? I don't know, Ace.
A depresso.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
As dumb as it gets.
I object.
You're out of order. You're all out of order.
Depressed? No. I don't.
Fun.
Ace, you're going to have to dig up another one.
No, we have to stop rewarding awfulness.
This is like you struck out 3 times, now you're getting another at-bat. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Wow, that tuna fish gave me botulism.
When he tells me like that, it becomes a joke of the week. And then you're on probation.
Joke of the month.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're saying,
Not, hey, we're going to have 7 more to see if he gets one.
But in a perfect world, if he does a lot of home runs in a row and gets out of relegation, there could be a joke of the hour, a joke of the break.
Fine if they're good.
Here we go.
Please wait till I'm dead to do that.
Mr. Hernandez writes, how about a joke of the day every hour? Okay.
Hey, Hernandez.
Okay.
How about don't write us?
What's your address?
No.
Thank you, sir.
No.
I thought that was funny.
Okay,
I need some suggestions over here. We're going to start doing a pickleball segment, so I need some pickleball music. So far, this is what I've got.
It's pretty good.
Pickleball update.
What the hell is that?
It's the Gary Tom's Empire and blowing your whistle.
Let's try to do something that is not copywritten, please. We have the new name for the show, which is what?
No, it's not the new name for the show. I got excited. See, I don't like it when I just say something and we have fun with it naturally, and then you force us to have fun with it. But I'll say it's Brine Time.
Brine Time for
Brine
pickleball
Time.
scores.
That's
I'm telling
the name
you,
of the pickleball segment.
It'll be stolen by ESPN in the first week.
Brine Time.
I just don't want this to go the same route as How About Ya when it kind of goes out of the picture because we do it too much. So let's just keep it cool with Brine Time.
I'm ashamed to say I did watch some pickleball this weekend.
You have been known to overdo something.
Ace, of all the things you watched this weekend, I bet pickleball is the least shameful of the. Did you watch any? Is that MILF Mansion still going on, or whatever the hell?
MILF Manor.
MILF Manor.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've got to be winded down.
There was a creepy episode that involved underwear.
Their son's underwear?
Each other's underwear.
Oh.
Creepier than
Did they have to wear each other's underwear?
No, you have to identify your sons.
Your
Your grown sons.
When are you
underwear.
going to wake up and say everything I've been watching is trash? It's just trash.
We'll get back to the trash action.
And Brine Time.
Okay, I'm not the one that...
Brine Time coming up.
I'm not the one that shoved How About You down our throats. I objected to it right from the get-go.
How about ya?
Yeah, it's back, baby.
Don't blame that one on me.
It's back, baby.
I disliked that from day one.
I didn't know you disliked it.
I didn't know you did either.
All right, you
said so right away.
You can all give each other show notes after we're done with this one.
We'll be.
We'll give each other show notes.
We'll get back to the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. Also coming up, we have aliens on Earth. We have 2 stuck things. One is a finger. Oh, yeah. And then we have beards in the news and nudity. Oh, yeah, sexy time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Matt Kirshen is with us in the studio, and Matt is from London, England.
Hello.
Right.
Hello, governor. I never knew he spoke like that. I had no idea until I came over here. You talk funny, don't you? I've been doing it wrong for like over 20 years. Like, hello, how are you? I'm just a friendly chimney sweep. Poor blimey, Mary Poppins. Let's have a tea party on the ceiling. That's right. The real joy of doing this, by the way, is I could do this impression in front of Americans, and half of you cannot tell the difference between my normal accent and the funny one. I know that because I've done that voice in the middle of gigs, and I could just be there going, hello, how are you? And they're like, I don't get this joke at all. I do not see what he's doing. He says some things in an English accent, and then he says some more things in an English accent. How is this comedy? Please explain to me.
We're talking with Matt Kirshen. He is from London in the UK. Did you grow up in the city of London?
I grew up in the outskirts of London, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suburbs, if you will?
Suburbs. Very suburban.
Scotland, yeah.
No, I love the city's name. Hampshire on the Fortnight or something.
What's the name of the town you were in?
I was in Northwood, which is very unimpressive.
Oh, no. Does that go?
Watford, then Stanmore.
Is that on the subway or tube line?
It just is. It's just on the
like
very edge.
The very
of it.
fringe.
The very fringe.
Is it near Sherwood?
It is nowhere near Sherwood. I'm sorry.
Could you please live near someplace we can, fantasize about? Sherwood Forest.
Have you ever seen Daffy Duck as Robin Hood? Isn't that hilarious?
That's the greatest.
Every day. That's just my life back home.
So did you go into one of those all-boys schools where you have to wear a little suit every day? Or?
Oh, yeah, and you have to play rugby. And,
Dude, if you
have
let
to call
them
everyone
keep
sir.
going, they're going to ask if you know Harry Potter. Defend yourself, sir.
Persevere here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. LSU won its first basketball title in school history, overcoming Caitlin Clark in Iowa 102-85 in the national championship game yesterday afternoon in Dallas. The victory made Kim Mulkey the first women's coach to win national championships at 2 different schools. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. Yankees beat San Francisco, St. Louis over Toronto, and Texas beat the Phillies. American League, your winners, Tampa Bay, Boston, Minnesota, the White Sox, the Angels, and Cleveland. National League, Washington, Cincinnati, the Mets, Milwaukee, San Diego, and Arizona get the wins. From the NBA, your winners, Toronto, Chicago, Portland, Brooklyn, New York, Orlando, the Lakers, Phoenix, Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Denver in regulation. And the Spurs and Atlanta both win in overtime. And from the ice, the Rangers, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Winnipeg, Detroit, Los Angeles, and Calgary all win. Boston wins in a shootout, beating St. Louis. And the Blue Jackets win in overtime, beating Ottawa. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address, lists on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind, and then, well, the Gulf War broke out, and so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers, and that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire.
Mm-hmm.
The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room to the other guys. He goes, what's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20? The guy goes, 'cause he's a big liar.
That's a good one. Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Yesterday we were talking about hickeys.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Which one of your daughters has one?
No, nobody has hickeys, but we have death by hickey.
Death by hickey?
Mm-hmm.
Were that me? I'm sure the officers would stand over my body and say, I have a feeling this is how he'd wanted to go.
More chalk.
Yes, because I'm so gigantic.
Oh, my God.
One stick of chalk would never be enough.
We had to use a whole box of chalk to outline his.
Look at him. He had to take his headphones off, lean back, and he's screaming with laughter.
He's just an awful person.
More
Lucky numbers.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately, I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation, Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Perched at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
We're all here. I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Chick, of course, poised at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. I need to remind you, today is the last day to enter our competition. It's very simple. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. At stake, the beautiful 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler. It's right behind Chick over there. And this is amazing. The custom logo Bob and Tom dual Pop-A-Shot game. Perfect for your living room. You could win that. We'll have our winner, I think, tomorrow. So get your name in the hopper, as they say. bobandtom.com/contest. Chick McGee's at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. What else is happening over there?
Well, Tom, it's time for Brine Time. Woo!
Don't want a pickle.
It's Pickleball Update.
Just want to ride on my motorcycle.
Have you ever heard this song in your life, Willie?
No, I've heard Pat allude to it, I guess, musically.
Yeah, I reference it.
You know who this is?
I do.
I know you do, Pat. Obviously, I'm talking to Willie.
Maybe like
I was
Willie
listening
Nelson?
to you.
Who'd you guess?
Willie Nelson, maybe?
Yeah, a good guess.
Who we got?
Arlo Guthrie.
Okay.
You know who Arlo Guthrie is?
No, I know that Arlo is your go-to name for a weed dealer, though.
Yeah. Arlo Guthrie is the son of Woody Guthrie.
Okay.
And he's got that great song every Thanksgiving. You hear
Alice's Restaurant?
Alice's Restaurant?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also got
some dread Thanksgiving.
A terrific song, Coming into Los Angeles, carrying a couple of keys. No, you don't like that song, Chick?
I don't know how I started this, but in the back of my mind, I saw this. This is perfect. And then I thought, the Arlo Guthrie hole. Here we come.
Arlo's been a guest on our show. He's
we're
great.
Way at the bottom. Well, you better hurry if you want to have him on again. My point is,
just mean.
A pickleball update, a tightly contested matchup at the Pickleball Slam, they called it, Tom. Yesterday, Andre Agassi and Andy Roddick, movies,
Erotic movies,
defeated John McEnroe and Tom Michael Chang.
Don't go Changan to try it.
3-1 to win.
Billy Joel tribute.
There was $1 million purse. The Slam had 2 singles matches and a doubles match. The latter match worth 2 points in the final scoring, while the former worth 1 point apiece. This was the first annual event played at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in Hollywood, Florida.
Semi-hard, they call it.
McEnroe defeated, cut that out, Agassi 15-13, 16-14 in the first singles match, while Roddick defeated Chang 15-10, 15-10 in the second. The doubles game was the decider, Tom, in the competition and the $1 million purse.
I'm the decider.
Agassi and Roddick squeaked by 21-15, 21-23. And there was a professional pickleball for the 4 participants, but both of them, of course, prominent tennis careers. And Andre Agassi's wife, Steffi Graf, made a surprise appearance, took on 2 guys and beat them at pickleball.
Wow.
So that's...
Those were words?
That's your pickleball... That's your pickleball update.
What's this one?
This is for Willie.
More Arlo Guthrie.
Coming in from London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner.
That's almost on key.
Flying everywhere around the plane.
Hey!
Could we ever feel much finer? Coming into Los Angeles.
Here it is. Listen.
Bringing in a couple of keys.
Is he a drug dealer or a janitor?
Oh, yeah. On the plane, baby.
See, here's the thing.
Mr. Customs Man.
Is he a janitor?
Yeah, who's got keys? Drug dealers? Janitors have a lot of keys?
See, here's the thing, Willie. Back when Arlo Guthrie was a borderline, he wasn't really all that popular ever, was he?
Sure.
There was a lot less music.
They made the movie
That's
Alice's Restaurant.
So you didn't have to sing.
He's a great guy. Oh, never mind.
Need a new song for pickleball. And Brine Time. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. You're the one that started the Arlo Guthrie.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, Chick, we can take Styx song Crystal Ball and make it pickleball.
Ooh.
I blame you for this.
We could do a song by Kelly Pickler.
Hey, you know what time it is? That's right, opening Major League Baseball season. And what do we do every year at this time? That I don't know how I've let it go this long. That's right, new food at the ballpark.
All right.
Good. Oh, now I remember why we weren't doing it.
Oh, yeah, hates it.
Chicago White Sox. They've got what they call the champagne of dogs, Tom. No food more iconic at the ballpark than a hot dog. And the White Sox have champagne of dogs. It's a half-pound Vienna beef foot-long wiener topped with champagne, Vidalia relish, and habanero mustard, hanging over the ends of a brioche bun. It does look a little odd if you'd like to take a look. It's a foot-long hot dog on a regular-sized hot dog bun.
So it's sticking out on the edges?
It's hanging out over the edges. That's right. And then the Blue Jays have the poutine hot dog, of course.
Why wouldn't they?
At the Rogers Center, a Canadian classic, the All-American Frankfurter, it says here. It's a poutine hot dog.
Sweet poutine.
Sweet. We all like
you
that.
eat poutine?
Like that sweet poutine. Yeah. When you want to put your face right
relish.
in that poutine.
Oh, God.
Only on your birthday.
Boy, what guy requests that on their birthday? No, nothing for me, honey. Let me just...
The Atlanta Braves. The Braves have the cleanup burger. It's 4 grilled all-beef patties topped with golden hash brown potatoes, hickory smoked bacon, cheese, a sunny side-up fried egg served on a buttermilk Belgian waffle with maple syrup.
4 burgers?
4 burgers.
Jeez.
There you go, Willie.
Oof. That looks like a party in your mouth.
A Belgian waffle. Look at that. Remember what we said about these sweet things with the cheeseburgers? Go ahead, Tom.
4 burgers in one.
Good Lord.
Well, it's obviously for the group.
Oh, okay. How do you divvy that up at the ballpark?
Well, normally you're sitting next to someone you came to the ballpark with.
Well, you have to have a knife.
It's at the Atlanta ballpark. You have to wait until the World Series when the people there actually kind of care that the team tend to be
Josh's
spoiled dynasty.
Cardinals fan.
The Braves franchise.
How about the broomstick burger at the Rangers games? A 2-foot Nolan Ryan beef patty.
Beef patty, a 2-foot.
2-foot beef patty. Texas Chili Company chili, Rico's nacho cheese, and jalapenos crisp onion rings that cost $35. And here is a picture of that.
Whoa! Yeah, that's definitely a you got to at least get maybe another person.
Do they give you extra plates?
He's working.
How do you carry it?
You know what? You are a fun guy. You're looking after fun, aren't you?
Don't you? I'm a traditionalist. Give me a nice hot dog.
Yeah,
the plain old hot dog.
2 hot dogs.
Mustard. Yeah. Oh, sure. The condiments are fun, but I mean.
And then finally, for Willie.
What you got over there?
At the New York Mets at Shea, they have what they call the donut popcorn milkshake. That's
Here we
right.
go.
Yeah, that's right. It's just exactly what it says. A milkshake topped with a glazed donut topped with popcorn by a company called Sunday Donuts. And there it is.
That looks fantastic.
That looks amazing.
In my head, the donut was blended into the milkshake. That's also a good idea, but this is beautiful.
Yeah, you're just the donut is perched atop the cup, and the straw goes in the hole of the donut, and you take a bite of the donut, suck on the straw.
When you go to the ballpark, are you tired of not having diarrhea by the 4th inning?
You're sick of using the thing stretching in the 7th inning stretch, Uranus.
Well, I didn't expect Josh, a Cardinals fan, to jump in and.
Oh, I love all that stuff, but I'm just that's true. Would hurt me.
It would hurt very much. More sports coming up, Tom.
Okay. We have also, I want to remind you once again, today's the last day to enter to win the beautiful Bob and Tom Home Dual Pop-A-Shot game and the 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler. Go to bobandtom.com/contest and get your name in the hopper. Also, coming up, we have a couple of world records. We have a scientific study of the size of the male member as perceived by the average male.
Okay.
And this is a shocker when you find out how they talk about it. Also, we have an update on Escobar's Hippos. Pat, you ready with your song?
Ready to go, yes.
Okay, we'll certainly look forward to that. We have nudity in the news. We have comedian Greg Warren scheduled to join us today. And we got fingering in the news.
Cool.
What? What? Like pointing at somebody and blaming them?
Nope.
Oh.
Like fingering.
Okay.
We'll see
You mean
what I'm
like
talking
stinky
about.
finger?
No, we'll see. Right now, I want to talk about the audio quality of those things in your ears. The great Raycon earbuds. Did I say earbuds? Earbuds can fix you up. Give me some help here.
Raycon earbuds. That's right. And we have Raycon Love this morning. Let's see. I had a set of another pair of earbuds and not a fan of those. So I, on your recommendation, got the Raycon Fitness earbuds and was so impressed, I bought the everyday earbuds as well. And they both sound incredible. Many thanks for continuing to beat the bushes, so to speak, to find great products out there, Chick. Good job. You are the backbone of that show. There's no way that I'd ever listen to that show without you.
Is that all part of the...
You are funny,
Could I see
funny.
the text?
I don't think there's any reason to have that email fact-checked other than the Raycon stuff was absolutely true. Raycon is premium audio at the perfect price point. Build great habits without breaking the bank. And Raycons, yes, you've heard right, start at half the price of other premium audio brands. And 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, all the colors, noise isolation, awareness mode, Raycons. If you're ready to buy something small with a big impact on your life, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Once again, coming up, we have fingering in the news, of all things. You'll see why when we come back. And a song from Patty G. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Greg.
If you work on your feet all day, maybe you're a teacher, a waiter, a doctor, a nurse. Oh my gosh, you're running back and forth all the time. Maybe you're Noah back here that's working this camera who's running around. You need orange insoles in your shoes. The running shoes, insoles, a little floppy. Look at that. Sturdy. Hold you up, support your weight. The proper way. OrangeInsoles.com. Check them out. Plus, you can win this Yeti. Think of all the things you can do with this. First off, you're going on your wonderful hikes and you can't wait to get back to your campsite, camping in the beautiful wilderness. And your river rat friends are not going to be able to steal this Yeti cooler because you'll be able to see it. Check them out today, orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more. You get free shipping in the U.S. Plus, they have bundle and save options, so save some money. And if you sign up for text messages, you're going to get 10% off your entire order. Why are we still here?
I'm Feeling Now, a documentary that follows the Grammy nominee returning to his Scottish roots and attempting to reconnect with his old life and the family. And Paramount Plus's Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies, is a TV musical series that shows the origin of the girl gang before the events of the Grease movie starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And congratulations, Kaylee Cuoco, flying high, giving birth to their first child. The star of The Flight Attendant and The Big Bang Theory said on Instagram Saturday she and fellow actor Tom Pelphrey now have a daughter named Matilda Carmine Richie Pelfrey. Cuoco said the baby born Thursday is the new light of our lives. Cuoco and Pelfrey, an actor from the soaps Guiding Light and As the World Turns, began dating last year and announced in October they were expecting a child together. And that's a look at your entertainment news. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Dad, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going, woo! Oh, yeah. Just the way you love them. Real girls on video going, woo! All kinds of real girls on video going, woo! All across America. Real girls on video going, woo! Features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video Going features a group of loser drunk guys going, yeah! That's right. You get Real Girls on Video Going and loser drunk guys going, yeah! And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video Going. That's Real Girls on Video Going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video Going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigolol Video will throw in Real Girls on Video Going, and that's Real Girls on Video Going, Real Girls on Video Going, and Real Girls on Video Going, and all complete with loser drunk guys going, yeah! Order now!
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, somewhere in the middle of the ocean. She's still missing. It's been 6 weeks now, so once again, isn't anyone going to stop me?
They're not calling it off, though. They keep finding enough,
evidence that she's still alive.
Yeah.
Lips on the
Christy's on vacation.
She's not eloping. She's made it very clear this is not going to be.
That's what she says.
Know.
Who knows what's going to happen? Anyway, Jessica Alsman is here.
Hello.
At the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk, and we will have the shoe-in of the week from Orange Insoles here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, thank you very much. We got a song coming out of Mr. Godwin momentarily, but first we have to return to the sports page.
Well, we were talking about the pickleball extravaganza they had yesterday in Florida with Andre Agassi and McEnroe and Steffi Graf all playing pickleball. And we're looking for pickle music for our segment on pickleball during sports that we're going to be calling
Brine Time.
Brine Time. Now, here's what we came up with. I'm not going to play it. Arnold Guthrie and the Pickle and the Motorcycle song. This is a guy by the name of Jim Cosgrove.
There's a munch in there.
Yeah.
Pickles, pickles, I like pickles. I like them better than an old fudge sickle.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's the satire I based my thing on.
Or
it's a famous kid song.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Pickle? And there's no one that can name this group, but you can try. This is called Pickle.
That's not music.
What?
That's a pickle.
It's not music, it's a pickle.
That's not music. That's a pickle.
It wasn't funny the first time they were repeating it.
That's Chumbawamba. You remember Chumbawamba?
Whoa, nuh-uh.
I get knocked down and I get back up again.
Thumping. Yeah.
Tub thumping.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like Ben Folds.
Well, it wasn't any. Who would want to hear tub thumping over this?
Want a pickle.
If I can sing as well as the guy singing,
Oh, come on, Arlo's great.
I'm out. I just want to ride on a motorcycle.
Tell you what, you want to piss people off at a karaoke night? Get up there and do Alice's Restaurant.
We heard that at a
That's like a
restaurant.
half
the other-
hour, right?
We heard that the other day in the morning.
Yes.
Hey, Tom, you can say anything you want to me this morning. You know why?
Why?
That's right. You can knock me down. You can insult me. This is my anthem, buddy.
I get knocked down.
I get up again.
Doesn't this song end about 40 movies? As the credits roll, isn't this?
There's probably some kids' movies out there for sure.
It's known as the screenwriter's helper.
Well, if we're going to do pickle songs,
all right,
I think we probably have to do the Pat Godwin classic about the.
Yeah, I took the kids' song and sort of went a different way.
Yeah, you went a different direction. Is this the one about the guy that was
down in Florida
arrested on the porch with a pickle crammed where the sun don't shine? And yeah, that's what it was. And was someone else eating the pickle after it had been?
I don't think so. He got arrested.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
Pickles, pickles, I like pickles. Put a little pickle on pumpernickel, or you can eat a pickle on a motorcycle. I sure love a good pickle. Polish ones, sweet ones, I love pickles. Bread and butter pickles, baby, I'm not fickle. Put the cucumbers in the brine, but please don't stick them where the sun don't shine. Garlic, dill, a big old gherkin, but don't abuse one while you're jerking, and don't use one to give your butt a tickle. That's a pickle, not a fudge-sickle. They'll arrest you for messing with a pickle. You do a couple years, maybe nickel. Shower time comes, this may hurt a bit. That's no pickle being shoved up where you shaving cream being nice and clean, and start your day with a pickle. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. I don't have the original article, but I forget exactly how the police described it. But yes, it was a large pickle being placed in that spot.
Even in your younger days, you never got a little wild on the weekend and started exploring your behind?
And you know something?
Josh joined me on this. Don't you think,
A
Willie, your
simple no.
father? Do you think?
Yeah, do it in the shower. Not that much cleanup.
That's right. Not a lot of cleanup.
Just want to figure things out.
That's right. You got a lot of questions. You don't know what you like. You just got here when you're young. Like
You can like it, not be gay.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Find stuff around the house, chopsticks.
I'm okay.
How about a chapstick? That's right. Start with a pixie stick. How about that? Work up to it.
Make sure it's plastic, not paper.
Yeah, if you're going to go with chapstick, you might want to mark it.
Let me ask you something. If you have sugar there, if you put some kind of sugar there, will you get like a sugar rush?
I bet.
Yeah,
It's got all the
because it's a semi
mucus membrane. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
We just learned a little something, Tom.
I'm not sure that's necessarily true.
Really? Well,
yeah.
don't you do vodka shots or up your behind sometimes, right?
Soak it in vodka.
I think sugar probably would have the same effect.
Yeah. You can get drunk by having an alcohol enema. Absolutely.
Don't, and by the way, never do it.
Can't you die doing
Yes,
that?
don't do
that. That would be the main downside.
Or at least your breath would be fresh. Officer, can you get that, please?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you?
I hate to be a Mythbuster. You're right, chick. I got a buddy of mine who's diabetic, only from the waist down from doing that. Poor God.
I believe it.
But I'm calling you live today from Spring Break 2023, Florida, parts unknown. crazy down here, man. These college kids are out of control. And it ain't just booze that they're down in regular. You can't find a dime bag of Tide Pods anywhere. I swear to God. And just last night, I seen some guy with a bong smoke 3 bowls of Lucky Charms by himself.
Wow.
Well, it's smart when you think about it. You got to make sure you get all your vitamins, minerals, and fibers for the day. And even hotter, I seen some chick from St. Mary of the Woods College just bong a 3-stack of pancakes.
Wow.
And the hottest part was watching her suck them all through a clear tube and didn't gag once. I lost $50. Still nice work, Megan. That's wifing material, if you ask me.
Wow.
So many hot co-eds down here. There's butt floss as far as the eye can see.
Nice.
Even with binoculars. Everywhere you look, it's like these ladies are smuggling 2 boar's head hams in their bikini bottoms. I swear to God. Oh, but whatever you do, just stay safe. Don't do like my buddy Wheels did.
What
when
did
he tried doing a swan dive in the hotel pool from his 4th-story balcony. But the fact remains, apparently he wasn't a geometry major, so he missed the pool by a good 14 feet.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So he's going home with a GoFundMe. So just be safe, everybody. Pace yourself. No more than 6 shots and 4 beers an hour.
Oh,
Smart.
Good, yeah.
It's called the Chicago method. If you're under 25, no more than under 25 or 6, 2, 4. You know that jingle. So make sure you stay hydrated. I mean, think about it. These people pass out from being dehydrated or just dumb. You got a whole ocean full of water right there, and the beach is your bartender, dumbass. So if you start feeling faint, just jump in the ocean and fill her up. It's free, so there's no excuse not to stay hydrated this spring break. I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. I got to get back to the phone. Look over these small fries. I got to go.
It's a salt water. if you're on the ocean, you might want to not drink.
Yeah, don't drink.
Yeah, okay.
Salt water.
That's right. It's time now for the Orange Insoles Shoe-In of the Week for the national championship game tonight between UConn and San Diego State. San Diego State. OrangeInsoles.com. Free shipping site-wide, plus receive an additional savings code only, ONLY, when you sign up for text messages at OrangeInsoles.com. Here we go. UConn giving 7.5 to San Diego State tonight. I will take UConn minus the 7.5, and that is the triple shock. And that's the Orange Insoles.
Won their last 5 games by double digits. Is that correct?
Every tournament game they've won by 15, I think.
Yeah, so, okay, well.
They are monsters. That's OrangeInsoles.com and the National Championship Basketball Shoe-In of the Week.
Thank you very much.
And I do know this is football music, so stay off my back. Now, that brings us to Stupid World Record. A woman from the UK has become the youngest to climb K2 and Mount Everest. Adriana Brownlee was confirmed as the Guinness World Record title holder at the age of 21 years, 202 days old. Brownlee hopes to become the youngest person ever to complete all of the so-called 8,000ers, the 14 peaks that surpass 8,000 meters. Or, of course, I don't have to tell you. You guys know what 8,000 meters is.
No, sure.
26,247 feet. I just did that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she'll be recognized the International Mountaineering and Climbing Federation.
But she did start from the women's tees, so let's remember, fellas.
Just takes us by the neck and tosses us back to the
I wonder if she considers ever, I don't know, giving back to society, getting a job, maybe being a part of the...
No, she's a role model, Josh.
The hell she is. She's living off of mom and dad. Because it's expensive to climb these mountains. It's crazy expensive.
Maybe she did a lot of hooking to afford this, you know?
You know, I didn't consider that.
She's like a mountain cam girl.
You're right. She may have earned it.
I think Everest...
it's nice to see a Gen Z person who isn't on TikTok all the time.
I promise. Am I right on? Somebody will tell me this. I think the Everest feed just hit 6 figures, I thought, for the permit.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
$100,000.
Well, what do you do after this? It's too young to do that.
What do you mean?
Well,
everything's now just
she's going to do whatever it is. 8
Here's
more
the
of them.
thing: if she keeps climbing to these high altitudes, her aging will increase exponentially. So she'll be 68 by next week.
That's true.
So
basic gravity.
Yeah, dead zone, baby, dead zone. She's already got 7 of the peaks, and she'd need to climb the 14 highest mountains in the world within the next 3 to 4 years, and she already has 7.
If you want to read a great book about this, it's called Into Thin Air. It's a genius book. Really good.
It was very popular. A lot of people know about it. Massive bestseller.
I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sure that everyone listening to, I apologize for repeating anything. If you are a novice and have never heard that about that book, it doesn't exist. Forget it. We just made it up. Don't read it.
And
John Crack Attack is the guy that wrote it.
Crack Attack.
Isn't that his name? Isn't his name? Crack Attack. When you get that itchy bum, you call it a crack attack.
Of course. Oh, man.
We can either do this today, or we can let the other guys, give them a chance to grow a beard to join us. But Josh and I might do this. 69 men linked their beards together to create the world's longest beard chain.
Is that right?
Huh.
That's right. The chain of chin whiskers measured a total of 150 feet and 10.75 inches, more than doubling the previous record of 62 feet 6. To form the record-breaking chain, competitors stood side by side and linked their beards using clips.
Oh, I think they should have to tie them.
I know. Braid them together.
Yeah. Not the alligator clips or hair clips or whatever.
Then put some beads in there, too.
The successful record attempt took place during the National Beard and Mustache Championships in Casper, Wyoming. How do I not know about this?
No, but these guys, they all have ZZ Top beards.
But they're all long. It's not for really good-looking beards. It's just for long beards.
Well, some of these are great-looking beards, but I mean, here's a photograph of these guys.
But they're all long, is my question.
Yeah,
answer the question.
So they
I just said they're all like the ZZ Top.
Yours would be too short, probably.
No, you couldn't. There'd be a lot of accidental kissing if you did it.
I see.
They'd have to snuggle up to the chickster.
I'd hate for that to happen.
I certainly don't want that. I love men.
By the way, call me, Roger. Okay.
Hey, a lot of IPA breath, I'm guessing. It appears to be in a bar.
It appears to be in a bar.
Rather potentially very licey.
I hope not. Maybe they'll get. I wonder if they do test beforehand.
No one thinks about it, I guess. They just assume, surely you don't have lice in your face, right?
I don't think I do, but I don't know for sure until
depends
I
where
get
your
like,
depends where your chin was buried the previous evening.
Yeah,
your face could have.
I can imagine there's probably some pretty funky. Funky hookers in Casper, Wyoming.
Funky hookers.
I thought they'd freeze off.
You have taken something like the International Beard and Mustache Championship and
sullied it
and hijacked it into a carnival of prostitution.
Do you find it difficult to take a man seriously that has a waxed mustache that does the thing?
Yes.
Really?
That's why I voted against Raleigh Fingers in Major League Baseball Hall.
Yeah, you sure did. You were a long time holdout.
A holdout. He got in without my vote. I can tell you that.
Okay, just curious.
He looks like an idiot.
Jessica,
I'd trust a waxed mustache man with certain.
Is that right?
Jessica, would you date a guy if he had one of those waxy mustaches?
Maybe, probably. My grandpa had that, so it'd be weird a little bit. But if he was really funny, I would.
Did he curl it?
Yeah.
No, it'd be much funnier if you had said, my grandpa had that. I would definitely do it.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Was he like an oil baron or something?
Well, he was Scottish, so, you got your little mustache. You got to curl it up, and I don't know.
Josh, who would you trust if there was a weird mustachioed man in your life?
I wish I knew one.
You could become one.
I don't know if I could.
You could.
I have two friends that have it.
Who are they?
A comedian, John DeCrosta, and Jim Daly from Philly.
No, I mean, what are they? Oh, so that one's a comedian. What's the other one?
One's a magician. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Magicians make sense.
Yeah.
Or villains.
Yeah. Tis I, dishonest John.
Or presidents. They want the mortgage payments. What they want.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust a conventional doctor, but if it's an anesthesiologist, I'm in because I feel like those guys are all kind of weird, and that feels like an apothecary kind of thing.
Like, I want a bartender that has a handlebar mustache like that. Because, he's like a mixologist and it's going to be real good, real fancy, old-fashioned.
Tom, like in Mickey Finn's,
Oh, no
With
thanks.
the player piano.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
The armbands.
Oh, and the straw hat.
The
That whole
straw
thing.
hat. Maybe we could use some Mickey Finn music for our pickleball update while
What's the
we're still
connection?
looking. Huh?
What's the connection?
I just...
You want to hear some banjo? Coming up,
really
we have
hoping it'd be fun.
we
That's
have
all.
Dildo Newfoundland in the news, which is a real place.
Looking for something to make you smile.
We also have fingering in the news.
Oh, boy.
Will you stop saying that?
That'll make everyone smile.
Okay, well, you'll wait till you hear about it.
I start off with the one, then I give you the two.
All right.
Can you finger a guy? I guess you can finger a guy.
No, this is
Yes, you absolutely can. Yes.
this involves a finger that is stuck.
Oh, boy.
Come on, loosen up, Roger. We'll find out whose finger got stuck where.
And banjo music.
Oh, boy. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This
I wrote this song. It's a revenge song for all of today's country music fans.
All right.
And this is it. Oh, and when I sing this song, I use my country. You ought to hear my 6-year-old sing this.
I'll bet.
Anyway, this last verse was written by the honky-tonk Neanderthal after they saw me on the Conan O'Brien show last year.
Oh.
I saw Paul Thorne singing on TV. It was a Conan O'Brien show. If his music is so damn good, how come they won't play it on the radio? He can't even afford a real tour bus. He rides around in a minivan. He can't fill up a football stadium like Kenny Chesney and Sugar Land. I'm just a honky-tonk Neanderthal. I like to get drunk and have yeah.
The U.S. military surged during the COVID-19 pandemic. Recent research shows nearly 10,000 active duty Army soldiers became newly obese between February of 2019 and June of 2021 after restricted duty and limited exercise led to higher body mass scores. Increases also seen in the U.S. Navy and the Marines, renewing concerns about the fitness of America's fighting forces. Solutions, same for civilians. Experts say recognize obesity as a chronic disease, provide targeted treatments that include diet and exercise, and new medications. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
I think you'll all agree with me. Of all the inventions the past 100 years, the dry erase board has to be the most remarkable.
It's able to be remarked on, chicks. Therefore,
remarkable.
Dry erase board joke. Not a lot of those out there.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
And now, from the Amish Brewing Company, Buttermilk Ice Light.
Ringer! Nice toss, Graber. Thank you, my friends. Women of the Old Testament.
Okay. Ruth or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay, plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy? Plain black floor-length dress.
When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it. Fritz. Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy.
It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking.
You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee taking a little vacay. That's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
That's Josh Arnold.
Chicky.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby with another joke of the day coming right up for you. Yeah. Those of you who like to, what is it, self-flagellation? What's it?
Yes.
Beat yourself in the back. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. That's it. And here's Tom Griswold.
Get in on the action, bobandtom.com/contest. You could win that beautiful cooler from orangeinsoles.com. It's right behind Chick. It's the 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler. And the who wouldn't want this? The Bob and Tom logoed Papa Shot, the dual Papa Shot, perfect for any living room. I mean, that could be yours.
It'll go like this. Honey, the Papa Shots arrived. And she'll say,
or maybe she'll say, honey, the Papa Shots arrived.
And he'll go, yeah, let's have sex on it. Yeah. This has been One Man's Family.
Tonight on a very special One Man's Family.
Honey, you're going to have to start keeping your car outside. We're putting the Papa Shot in the garage.
Yeah.
I'd like to put it in the living room, but, you know, your mom sits there all day.
That house I was looking at in Nova Scotia has a big,
here we go.
basement in it.
This guy, this is from Scott, wants to circle back to the story about the plumber we had last week. You may recall, this was in California.
He was tired.
This guy he'd gone underneath the house into the crawl space, and apparently was quite a slender crawl space, and they didn't hear from the guy for several hours. So they thought maybe he was dead. And the police could see, or the fire department, I guess, could see these feet sticking out. They took a chainsaw, cut the floor up. Turned out the guy was asleep. And but I still wonder who pays for the new floor. Got this one. Circling back to the plumber that fell asleep in the crawl space. Well, I am a realtor. Years ago, there was a home inspector who entered a crawl space. He was down there for quite some time without making any sound or answering calls. He finally emerged. He was obviously drunk and had passed out down there.
Yikes.
By the way, I'm going to read this next part verbatim. He did a Josh Arnold. He had peed himself.
Oh, no.
You try being a plumber.
He's no longer on the brokerage's recommended list of home inspectors. Thank you.
Oh, he's been shunned. Being drunk, he probably told the truth. Yeah, that'll get you off the brokerage of home inspectors.
Oh, really? You got a problem with home inspectors, too? Dear Bob and Tom Show, I went to see Pat Godwin Saturday at Mason City Limits. A great show. The room was packed. There you go, Pat.
Thank you.
But well short of a sellout.
No, I mentioned I mentioned this morning that over the weekend I saw this weird half-white squirrel. That is called a piebald squirrel.
A what?
Piebald.
Spell me.
P-I-E-B-A-L-D.
Pie? Ball.
Yeah,
You've never heard that? Can you order pie balls?
Because it's a cutie pie.
Bald.
In any event, yes. I don't know.
Bald. Oh, B-A-L-D.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said pie balls.
No, piebald.
They have piebald horses and deer.
Okay, yeah, well, that's what I saw. It's not an albino. An albino squirrel would be all white.
I like a ball of apple. That'd be nice. A ball of apple.
Let's, are we done with sports?
Not yet. We're still auditioning music for our pickleball update that we call, thanks to Willie Griswold,
Brine Time, baby.
It's Brine. It was Mickey Finn. I think there's a breakdown in communication.
Communication breakdown. That's pretty good.
That's a good song, too.
That'd be good.
Communication breakdown.
Nothing to do with pickleball.
You remember Mickey Finn with the guy in the bands on his arms, and he played the he was on meth, and he had a banjo.
The weird straw hat. They whitened up New Orleans jazz to the point that it was.
That's what I was looking for, Dean.
I don't know.
I know you like this song.
He's working hard in there.
I like that song. That was good.
Oh, I just got a text from Dean. He says he has some suggestions where you can look for that song. I can't read these.
I understand that. I understand.
So sports?
No, we're still. Yes, I guess.
No, I mean, what do you got?
Nothing. I said all we're doing is looking for Brine Time music. Okay.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Jessica?
Police in New York rescued a woman after she got her finger stuck in a grocery cart.
Oh, ouch.
Ashley Nolan said she cannot help fidgeting due to anxiety, ADHD, and OCD, and thus she was twiddling with the cart when her finger became lodged in one of these small hexagonal holes.
These are those big plastic grocery carts?
Gotcha.
The 38-year-old said, I was shopping, and the next thing I knew, I was stuck. Nolan initially asked her friend to help, and then store employees, but one staffer inadvertently stabbed Nolan, as well as another employee, while trying to free the woman with a pocket knife.
Good God!
So I guess the logic is if we can get her to bleed enough, the finger will shrink and we can get it out. Now, understand that, let me try to explain this. Her finger is stuck. If you're holding the grocery cart and you were to take your hand and just go forward and into the back, do you understand where that would be?
There you go. Okay, yeah.
And it's one of those ones with the heavy plastic, but apparently she has a thing for fidgeting, and this is not the first time she's had her finger stuck in something.
Police were called in, and officers were finally able to free Nolan's finger, ending her 30-minute ordeal. Nolan said, we stood and spoke with the authorities, and they suggested my friend spray me with a water bottle to stop me from putting my fingers in holes.
Well, that's a ridiculous suggestion.
Yeah. But this is
unhelpful.
This is not the first time she's become stuck. This happens all the time.
At first, she asked her friend to help her. She realized she had no friends. So, there by herself, sticking her fingers in holes.
But I guess this is some kind of a...
Josh, you ever stuck your finger in a hole that you regretted?
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Faucet or something.
Willie?
College.
Old, dirty faucet.
Yeah,
it's
leaky.
always college. That's why I didn't go. I would have thought, I think they'd stick a finger in me, I think is why I did.
Well, anyway, she got her finger out.
Good.
For time.
But after being stabbed.
Yeah. They don't say where she... I assume she was...
I hope at least in the
somewhere
hand.
in the finger.
Oh, my face. What are you doing, you lunatic?
Well, don't get that close to it.
Unless you just walked up to her, take your finger out of there, and just scared her out of it.
That's one way.
He stabbed her and another employee.
Butter it up? Wouldn't that be the way?
Yeah.
Oh, like, you're such a good finger.
Best finger I've ever seen.
Look at you.
It's not a Leave It to Beaver episode. You don't butter it up.
I mean, you grease it up a little bit.
WD-40, some Vaseline.
Oh, yeah, just go to the family planning section. Get a little bit of lube. Your finger might smell like strawberries, but...
Amputation.
Yep, teach her a lesson.
Clunk. She won't do that again.
I assume
With that finger especially.
A lawsuit, I assume.
I hope
since
not.
A fellow or someone sliced her finger.
You know, I'm a big talker, but I'm the guy who went into that Williams in Sonoma, and they had for Christmas, they had a giant Christmas tree looking leveled with all these plates on it.
Yes.
And I thought it rotated, and I thought the plates were secured to the Christmas-looking tree-looking scaffolding, and I just gave it a shove. 6 or 7 plates fell off. And
do you remember I was with you? I was out in the hall of the mall.
You were in the hall of the mall when that happened?
And I look over and you're being ushered out quickly by the person we're with.
That's exactly right.
And you're being scolded.
Yes.
And I go, what happened? You go, we have to leave.
And she said, what did you think would happen? Yeah, I grew a little, that's a little bit that day.
I see. Coming up in the news, we have Dildo, Newfoundland is in the news. Once again, this is a real place.
I bet it's gorgeous.
It is. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It's
area.
my new home.
And there's a problem with Dildo Cove. Maybe speaking of things getting stuck, one might want to lubricate that baby.
Dildo Cove.
We'll find out what's happening in Dildo Cove. Also, bear meat, BEAR, bear meat, now conveniently in a vending machine. We'll hear about that. And a joyride in an ambulance. It ends with those stopper sticks.
Oh, boy.
I'll bet that was a blast, briefly. And Pablo Escobar's hippos back in the news. They're about to be transported at a cost of several $1 million.
Oh.
By the way, that's all coming up when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email, Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real problem.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I mentioned it earlier in the show, but we have new listeners all the time here on the Bob and Tom Show. So as a reminder, today, the last day to get involved. Get involved, people. bobandtom.com/contest. If you want to win that beautiful orange Yeti cooler behind Chick McGee, check it out. You could win it. You got to sign up to win. To win it, the drawing tomorrow. Also, that dual Papa Shot game up for grabs. It's a Bob and Tom home dual Papa Shot, not just any dual Papa Shot game. So it'll be a lot of fun, and we will have one winner of both the cooler and the Papa Shot game. And it could be you. It could be you. bobandtom.com/contest. Orange, you glad you have another shot to win. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show and the folks at orangeinsoles.com. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at your Bob and Tom news headlines. Oil prices have soared more than 5% after Saudi Arabia and other major oil producers said they'll cut production by 1.15 million barrels per day from May until the end of the year. Shares in Asia mixed. The S&P 500 gained 1.4% Friday, rising 3.5% for the month. Tech stocks leading the way. Friday's gains came after a report showed inflation slowed in February, though it was still high on a historical basis. Slowdown in inflation could give the Federal Reserve more leeway to take it easier on interest rates. But higher prices for gas and other fuels would add to upward pressure on prices. A report says McDonald's has closed its U.S. offices for a few days as the company prepares to inform corporate employees about layoffs. Wall Street Journal cited an internal email from the Chicago-based fast food giant saying U.S. staff and some corporate employees overseas should work from home while the company notifies people of their job status. McDonald's did not immediately reply to emailed requests for comment. While a number of big U.S. companies have announced job cuts and U.S. applications for jobless benefits rose last week, layoffs are at historically low levels. And congratulations, LSU. They've won their first basketball title in school history, overcoming Caitlin Clark in Iowa 102-85 in the national championship game for the women. The men's championship game going to be determined tonight. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean. And this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what and anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated two other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly, he thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, I can't imagine, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're woo. I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're not going to be happy till one of us curses today on the air. Christy Lee on vacation. Is Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hello. He's got his guitar and his organ. And there's, at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair, it's the one, the only, Josh Arnold.
I got my large kazoo.
There. That's something.
Wait, is that backwards?
I think it's backwards. There you go. That's something. There's Ace Cosby.
You got any grease for that kazoo?
There's...
I'm bringing it down.
Hello, Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom. And I finally, I think, found music for our pickleball update. It's going to be called from now on
Brine Time.
Brine Time. Here we go. Time now for Brine Time.
Here they are, the greatest Dixieland team this side of San Diego.
Okay, first of all.
So you didn't preview this.
Hang on. I'm known picking on you because you make a dated reference every now and then. Like your Leave It to Beaver, your Beatles, your John F. Kennedy.
McHale's Navy.
We all have our little stories.
Right.
That's exactly right. Well, evidently, this is a clip from 1967, and the voice you're hearing is that of Mr. Bing Crosby.
Here they are, the greatest Dixieland team this side of San Diego, and Mickey Finn.
You don't like Dixieland?
No.
I'm an old man.
And now from the white suburbs of New Orleans.
Love it. I could watch these guys.
Oh, there's a lot going on stage here.
You know who
I could watch them jump off an aircraft carrier.
They're screaming and yelling.
Like
at
the
each other.
family day at the theme park, and I remember we'd all be like, oh, let's go ride the roller coasters. My grandpa would go, I'm just going to go watch that little show over there. And he would sit there while we did the fun things.
Right.
I'm now that the
You want to go watch
He'd over there be praying for a bowel movement. I tell you what, that banjo player rocks.
I love that stuff.
Praying for a bowel movement.
Can you do that kind of thing, Pat, on the piano?
No, that's hard.
It's a different skill, isn't it?
It is. Root beer rag, like Billy Joel does that fast stuff. I can't do that.
Root beer rag.
I love root beer rag.
Yes.
I see. Well, we have to get to the news desk.
I've never heard root beer
Doing
rag.
the root beer
It's
rag.
amazing. But it's a possible intro music for
it's not.
Pickleball Update.
Yeah, yours is a little pretty.
He goes real fast.
He's very good. Back to the news desk, please.
Colombian officials said relocating some of Pablo Escobar's hippos will cost approximately $3.5 million. According to a statement released this week, 70 hippos descended from the late drug trafficker's private menagerie will be relocated. CNN reports that a sanctuary in Mexico will take 10 hippos, while a sanctuary in India will provide a new home for the other 60. Officials said that once the Ministry of Environment issues so-called hippo passports, the transport process can begin.
The only catch is they have to present them. And they don't have fingers. So,
This is so stupid. If three hippos in whatever...
I love this joke. Yeah.
If the three hippos turn into whatever it is, 160, getting rid of 100 of the 160 isn't going to... That means they're still going to have 1,000 of them in a couple of years.
Unless they chemically castrate just those.
One male and 3 females, it said, yeah. There are now between 130 and 160 of the hippos. But it all started with 1 male and 3 females.
I don't understand why they just don't get some hunters and get some bullets and get rid of them.
Because it's not nice to kill the hippos.
Sorry.
I guess so that
Next.
that free to a good home thing didn't get rid of them.
Hey, Tom.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, can you eat hippo meat? Probably.
Sure. Next.
He's trigger happy.
Next.
He's got the bloodlust.
Now, Pat, you have a tribute to Mr. Escobar's hippos?
Yeah, whistles and kazoos are welcome, if you'd like to bolster this up a bit.
Nice.
Tom's mad at you, Pat, for saying that.
Oh, it was a costly notion. Shipping hippos across the ocean. They flew me on a plane. Though I weighed many tonnies, Escobar had lots of monies from trafficking cocaine. Oh, yeah. Boy, could tell you things. If this hippo talked, I'd sing. There were guns and guys were there to buy some blow. I could name names. Oh, he's dead, right, Pablo? Check.
Yeah.
Little whistle. He's dead. Oh,
there we go. Very good.
Other hippos, they aren't waking, but my balls, they aren't waking. I've been neuterized. I came here for vacation, now I'm looking at castration. Why am I so despised? Try and catch me, you bastard!
Wasn't that the plan? They were going to either castrate them or neuter them? Okay.
Well, this is cool. Now they can go to sanctuaries and people can be educated.
Yeah.
No, but if there are, this is a math problem. If there are 160 of them and they're getting rid of 130, they'll still have 30 hippos. The 30 that are there will be 160 in a few years.
Maybe they'll start their own.
Unless they castrate them.
Sure.
How do you do that?
With guns. They can chemically do it. They can chemically castrate.
All right.
They're trank guns, and it gets injected. I'm certain they have one.
Why don't they just shoot them? They don't belong there.
Why are you? You're so blood hungry for.
Yeah. You want to kill these hippos.
Let them speak.
Because they started South America. The next thing you know, they're crossing the border, and you can't even go anywhere in Texas without having a hippo in your pond. Is that what you want?
Hippo in every pond.
I'm sorry, this 4-year-old child eaten by a hippo in San Antonio. How the hell did that thing get here? Oh, yeah, it's a long story. They can walk,
What hunts a hippo besides a man and a gun, I guess?
I don't know
really
if they have any natural predators.
Can't you bring those in?
Gators, maybe. I don't know.
But don't they kill more humans than any other large mammal?
Yeah, they're incredibly dangerous because they're so territorial. And they have that diarrhea spray.
Oh, that is funny.
That's true. They have that helicopter thing in their
Isn't that
ass.
something?
You know what they could give them for the diarrhea spray?
What's that?
That would absolutely stop it.
Oh.
Hey, that one stopped diarrhea spray.
Hey, look, Roger, I know hippos murdered your parents, but this revenge thing.
I don't think it's a problem at all.
I feel you've got it under control, dude.
I think I do.
So they're going to have to stick these hippos on airplanes, obviously. I mean, right?
They can't take them on a boat?
Can I get the whole can?
And there's a hippo in 3A that wants the whole can of soda.
I hope there's no one sitting next to me.
I don't know. Is it a boat?
I feel like
It must
you're
be.
on like a,
Who knows?
That would have to smell great.
like how they transport cars.
There's got to be a good movie brewing here, or a good book about how the hell they're doing all this.
Didn't Bill Murray make one with an elephant? And
Larger than life. Yeah, but remember
No,
Operation
Air.
Dumbo Drop?
Oh, that's what it
Operation
was.
Dumbo. Yeah.
That was real, right?
Yeah, that was a real mission.
Can you imagine the once that elephant was flying down with a parachute? Do you think the bowels were evacuated? It's just like
the whole town was evacuated.
Cut to a couple driving on the road. Honey, you got the oil change. Did they change the wipers? The wipers are fine, honey.
Well, let me see.
Then he goes to turn them on, and they're
guy behind him's in a convertible. And what is it about? Why do people, I don't know, like the Michael Jacksons of the world, have to have their own tigers? And
it's weird that they like exotic. Well, for Michael Jackson, it was bait. It's otherwise
building a zoo like in front of
yeah,
little boys
the same reason he had the Ferris wheel.
I think it's just you can only buy so many things at the store. You have so much money. Eventually, you have to start buying weird things. You have to start importing animals. You have to start importing weird teas.
Mm-hmm.
Weird tea.
You know?
It's all about bragging about where you got it, how you got it.
This is made from the spine of a Peruvian bird.
You like that tea? Oh, good. There's the phone.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Mike, could you grab me the turd wrench out of the truck real quick? Hey, this is Ed Septic Service.
Hey, Ed, how are you?
You guys remember us. We're the number 2 septic service in the tri-state area. I wanted to call in real quick and weigh in about this plumber that they had to cut the floor out because he was sleeping.
Yeah, they thought the guy was dead. He was inspecting the house, and they couldn't get in there, and they just took a chainsaw, cut out the floor to get this guy out. Turns out he was just snoozing.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's what you get when you don't hire a union fella.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, in that guy's defense, though, most plumbing companies have their guys out in the field 20, sometimes 30 hours a day. Not here at Ed's. I respect my employees, so they work no more than 15 hours a day and no more than 12 hours on Sunday. That's the Lord's Day. I have to give them time to get to Mass.
Very nice.
Nice.
Anyways, I wanted to call and let you know, all April, I'm running a $33 drain inspection special. Come out. I'll come out, inspect your drains for only $33.
Yeah.
Chick, I'd like to get you signed up while I got you on the horn. Tomorrow I have a 1:30, a 2:30, and a 6:30 open. If any of those times works for you.
I'll take the 1:30.
The 1:30?
Yes,
I got
sir.
you down, Mr. McGee.
Thank you.
If any of your listeners are interested, as always, they can reach me at 888 down the Brown. And as always, for additional $19.99, I won't let anything go anywhere when your wife comes on to me. Unless that's what you're into, then maybe we can work something out. Remember, call Ed Septic Service and Supply for all your plumbing and honey dipping needs. I'm Ed Septic, the plumber that won't bang your wife. So call me that.
Darn right. He just oozes sex. You guys know that, right?
Okay. Thank you, Ed. That was very helpful. Coming up, comedian Greg Warren will be joining us. Also, we have interesting things in the world of news, including the male member, once again, as part of a scientific study.
Huh.
We'll find out what's going on with male members. And we have Dildo Newfoundland back in the news and what's happening in Dildo Cove.
And, you know, spring cleaning is, it's that time again. And if you're going to dust those hard-to-reach places, clean out that closet. Here's our advice. Clean your house and then protect every inch of it with a Simply Safe home security system. We're telling everybody about it. Simply Safe, designed with cutting-edge technology backed by 24/7 professional monitoring. Agents use Fast Protect technology from Simply Safe to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real. You get priority police dispatch. And, of course, Simply Safe, design it yourself, install it yourself. 24/7 professional monitoring service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems. And you can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm your system right from your smartphone. And CNET named Simply Safe their editor's choice for 2023. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Or go right now and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, comedian Greg Warren and scientists talking about aliens walking among us. Josh, I know you're going to like this story very, very much. And Dildo Newfoundland back in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more. in a shootout, beating St. Louis, and the Blue Jackets win in overtime, beating Ottawa. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country, overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and Way, pal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Way, pal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Way, pal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and Way, pal. Norfolk, Virginia.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not? I would.
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
Or a little best of right here. Right here. That would be,
Totally naked.
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life. Free Prozac, whatever
There's
you
a government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold's here. Chicky. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk, and here's Tom Griswold.
That's right. The Steven Singer chair over there. The chair. That's right. Josh Arnold is in it. He received the endowed chair.
Thank you.
In Mother's Day-ness, because I know your mom collects those beautiful roses.
Whole bouquet of them.
We'll talk. Are we going to talk to your mom for Mother's Day?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk to your mom. I got a couple questions for her.
Really?
She's lovely. It'd be fun to talk to her.
We'll see about that.
Maybe she can endow another chair because, of course, she's rich.
She can do anything.
You gonna allow that?
After almost, how long has he been deriding my little running joke?
It puts the gag in running gag. I believe we're going to be able to switch gears. There he is. It's Greg Warren. Oh,
He looks like he's in a puppet show, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Little curtain behind you there, Greg.
Somebody got their hand up your ass, Greg?
Hey, guys.
Hi, Greggy. Where are you, pal?
How you doing? I'm in New Jersey at my brother's condo here.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
Jersey, yeah.
So is
Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Is that a real curtain behind you? I thought it was some kind of special effect.
No.
That's it.
No, it's a real live curtain, Tom.
Okay. Because it does look like you're in a puppet show. It's very nice.
Visiting your brother, huh? That's cool.
Yeah. Had a gig up here in Jersey this past weekend. Yeah, was in the city last week for a little while too.
Cool.
What were you doing there?
Visiting some people, working on a couple of projects. Jake?
Because I know it couldn't be comedy. Am I right, Josh?
No.
Wow, man.
I know that you'll be at the New York Comedy Club in New York City coming up Wednesday, April 19th. That'll be cool.
Yes.
And then you've got the
it's
Funny
great.
Bone in Dayton, Ohio, just around the corner, April 21st and 22nd. And then the Funny Bone in Des Moines, the 28th and the 29th of April. What's on your mind today, Greg?
Well, guys, I wanted to talk about the oldest roadside attraction in the United States. Anybody know what that is?
Redwood trees. No, that's
Mystery
not
spot.
The giant thermometer?
No, that's a good guess. That's in Baker,
California. It's the home of the Bun Boy. That's right.
Yep. And I think they just got that thing up and running again. It was broken for a long time. But,
So
it works.
the oldest roadside attraction, give us a hint. Where is it?
It's in New Jersey, and I visited it yesterday with my brother.
Fascinating. I don't
Jersey.
Margate City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Lucy the elephant, 65-foot elephant.
Holy
giant
cow.
elephant.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge. Huge. The 11th tallest statue in the United States.
Is that right?
Yeah, I visited yesterday. It was put there in 1881. It was a guy that was a land developer, and he wanted to sort of attract attention to where he hoped people would build, and he put Lucy up. 1881. I went there yesterday with my brother. Cost $1,000 to visit the elephant.
What?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's right next to Atlantic City, so it cost me $1,000 to visit that elephant.
I understand.
How do you feel about Lucy?
$1,000. What's that?
How do you feel about Lucy? Would you say?
It's a beautiful elephant. Beautiful looking elephant.
Yeah,
they
much
refurbished it.
What are you fishing?
Would you say you like her, or?
I love Lucy, Josh.
Thank
Is
you,
that
Greg.
what you're looking
Thank
for,
you very much.
Josh?
Wow.
I love Lucy.
Boy, that was
It should have been a bigger payoff.
Really?
I knew what the payoff would be, and boy, you fell for that.
What year was this built, Greg?
1881, Tom.
And is it still standing?
No, it was
Still
laying
standing.
it's laying on its side when he saw it. Yeah,
They had to move it.
What a great question.
They had to move it about 100 feet back in 1970. They did a big refurbishing project on it a couple years ago. I read some stuff about it. It says here, this was on the internet, 5 interesting facts you never knew about Lucy the elephant.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
There's a Lucy the elephant.
Yes. That was number 1. Number 2, Lucy was a gimmick. Wow, I would have never guessed that. The 65-foot elephant was a gimmick. I assume they put that there for military purposes.
Or possibly to help drainage or something. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, it's a good look. You can go up in it. We didn't because you had to, we got there at like 12:45 and the next tour was 1:30. We didn't really want to go up inside the elephant, but you can. You can go up to that thing where that thing where you sit on the top of the elephant. They have a little contraption up there. What's that called?
It looks like a gazebo. I'm looking at a picture.
Yeah. What's it called, Tom? The thing at the top of the elephant.
Cupola.
Nope.
It looks like a cupola. That'd be a good guess. I don't know.
That's a howdah. H-A-W.
How do you know?
H-O-W.
Howdah.
D-A-H. Yeah, it's a howdah.
Howdah, you get one up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's what the guy said when because they did these renovations, I think in 2021, and they were planned to cost $1.4 million to renovate Lucy. And there was an overrun, and it was only supposed to take 8 months, took 15 months, and it cost like $2.3 million.
Oh, sure. Those permits, red tape.
Was there a big line?
Yeah. When we went yesterday, no. There was us and like a couple other people.
You think, Sunday, spring break, you think it'd be packed.
Yeah.
They get like 30,000 visitors a year or something like that. A lot of kids love it. I bought some elephant stuffed animals for my nephews back home.
Greg, those guys are 22.
Yeah, they love that stuff. Though,
all right.
Greg, to get up to the so-called howdah, is there a stairway going up the trunk?
Stairway to Howdah?
No. You go through, I believe, the left back limb, which back in 1902, a family lived in the elephant.
Come on, man.
Yes.
I know what we'll do. We love it here so much. I'd love to live here.
Man, I like that voice.
I can do it anytime you want.
Is there plumbing and stuff inside the elephant?
There's not plumbing. But the Airbnb a couple of years ago made it so they did it as a gimmick, but you could live in the elephant for a night, and it was $138.
That's
and
not bad.
they put a trailer next to it that had your bathroom
Facilities.
needs.
Okay, better than a bucket.
What color?
But these people lived. It's it's gray.
Well, I don't know.
Yes,
you should.
I literally drive by a pink elephant every once in a while.
Get some help. You have to go to
Where
You shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, I like that they went over by $800,000 or I don't know, almost another $1 million. Elephant contractors, it seems, are very similar to other contractors. I think I've said this before, but that guy in there is like complaining about the last guy that worked on the elephant. Like, I tell you what, I've been in the elephant contracting business for 70 years, and I have never seen anybody that screwed up a truck like this before. Sir, can you fix the how the hell did you hire this guy is what I want to know. Tell you what, they laid in a 65-53, should have been a 4C. I don't know.
Now, Greg, I'm looking at pictures of this giant elephant.
Lucy, please.
Lucy? Yeah.
Did you walk around the back?
Yeah. Yeah,
he wants to know if you were shadow.
Something about
going. Josh, if you from the backside, the contractor, I'm not kidding, where the bee hole would be, it looks like they've got 2 windows.
Really?
Yeah, they're.
I saw windows. I did not see that because I'm just not a.
Talk about a pain in the ass.
Pain, you see. Pain can be spelled 2 different ways.
It's almost not funny. It's so perfect.
It was perfect.
That was good. Thank you, Josh. Very nice.
Check this out. Back in the Prohibition days, supposedly the rum runners knew that it was safe to come onto the beach if the elephant's eyes were green. If they were red, you stay away.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Paul Revere thing. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
Yes.
Booze. Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I got the top 10 tallest statues in the United States right here. Of course, Lucy is number 11 at 65 feet.
Statue of Liberty, number 1?
Liberty's number 1, 151. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, can any of you guys get any of the other 10 top statues in the United States?
Big Tex, downtown Vegas.
No.
Mr. Bendo?
No, that's not very tall.
I don't know who
Paul
Mr.
Bunyan
Bendo is.
Paul
Bunyan is a good guess, but it's wrong.
Okay.
Dummy.
What about that? There's a Marilyn Monroe statue in Palm Springs we talk about like 3 times a year. Is that up there?
No.
The Sarasota 2 people kissing one?
No, there is number 2 is Pegasus and Dragon in Florida at a racetrack.
Okay.
Our Lady of the Rockies in Butte, Montana.
That's Butte, Montana.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Come on, get it right.
The Metaphor, the tree of Utah. It's a tree named Metaphor in Utah, and it looks like a stick with balls on it to me.
Okay.
Not those kind of balls, Jess.
Everybody's a critic.
The Golden Driller in Tulsa. I've seen the Golden Driller. You guys seen that?
No.
That sounds like a porno flick.
It's not. It's a big oil worker looking guy. The Quan Am in Sugarland, Texas. That's, of course, the Vietnamese bodhisattva of compassion.
Sure. Everybody knows that.
The Brachiosaurus in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Children's Museum, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. It's busting right out of it, isn't it?
He's pretty cool. And in the wintertime, they put a little Santa hat on him.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good time.
He's festive.
That's cool. That's going to probably take it. That would take it up another 6-7 feet, wouldn't it, Willie?
It has
Absolutely,
to.
yeah.
I mean, if that's a regulation.
That's going to put it ahead of Quan Am, I believe, for the seasonal. And then the United States Marine Corps Memorial in Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the giraffe and the Dallas Zoo, Sam Houston in Huntsville, Texas.
I've seen that.
And Christ of the Ozarks.
I've seen Christ of the Ozarks too. Yeah, that's cool.
What's the biggest one in the world, guys?
Biggest statue is it Rio de Janeiro?
Yeah,
It's something in South America, right?
No, that's Christ the Redeemer, and I don't think that is in the top 20.
Well, you don't count from sea level up.
I was going to say that's on a huge peak.
Yeah, I think that is the
you can't do that.
Yeah.
You count. You measure from the base.
Yeah, you measure from the base of the Why do you ruin everything?
It still looks tall to me. I've never seen it in person.
What is the tallest in the world?
It is Vallabhai Patel in India. Vallabhai was sort of an independence leader.
He's also my podiatrist.
Yeah. Is that the foot doctor?
And he's and then after that, guys. I mean, of the top 50 statues in the world, there's about 30 Buddhas. Buddhas, a lot of Buddhas out there. A lot of big Buddhas out there.
Ironically, a lot of money to be made in the Buddha business.
I like the Buddha. You like the Buddha. She like the Buddha. We love the Buddha.
Buddha cannot lie.
Is that a Tim Wilson song?
Yes, a little tribute. It's the Tim's great song, the Booty Song.
Yeah, it's a great song. I saw that on like a jukebox recently.
Yeah.
That's his most streamed work. Is the Booty Song.
Really? Yeah. I would say Brother-in-Law is my favorite song.
Another classic song from Tim. We'll have to get that on for you. We're speaking with Greg Warren. Greg Warren, stand-up comedian. And once again, Greg, just coming off his gig at Uncle Vinny's in Pleasant Point, New Jersey. He'll be at the New York Comedy Club coming up Wednesday, April 19th. And then it's April 21 at the Funny Bone in Dayton.
Tom, Point Pleasant gig was good Saturday night. It's a little rough, man. Some people had a lot to drink. They were shouting out during my set. One of them fell asleep. Yeah. He was kicked out. Ladies were screaming and throwing beer bottles on the floor. And the problem was they were all my brother's friends.
Well, there you go.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it. Never fails, does it?
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Is that the good-looking brother? The younger good-looking brother?
Well, I think we're all pretty good looking.
Well, you're wrong.
No, that'd be the older.
Well, thank you, Greg. Once again, look up Lucy the Giant Elephant on your computer.
I'm sorry. We all know your eyes twinkle. I'm sorry.
It's quite a giant statue. I had
it's
no
pretty
idea.
cool, man. I would recommend you.
There's something off with the eyes. The eyes throw me. I don't know why they didn't make it more like eyes.
The whole thing is kind of primitive. It's
very primitive.
You talking about me or the elephant?
The elephant.
The elephant. No, yeah.
Honey, you're perfect.
Uncanny Valley.
I take everything back. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Greg.
Uneasy.
Look forward to hearing from you next week. Right now, I will remind you that Chick McGee is sitting at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk.
Yeah, I am. What are you going to do about it? And orangeinsoles.com, if you have a job that requires you to stand all day like a stand-up comedian, I guess like Greg Warren, you might have hip pain or back pain. Well, go to orangeinsoles.com and get you all straightened out. Your body's not aligned. It may experience more fatigue or injuries from your feet to your back. Think about it. What happens if a house is built on a poor foundation?
It falls down.
That's exactly right. And you will, too, if you don't have orangeinsoles.com.
All right. You might not fall down, but you'll be.
I don't know.
Leaning.
Here's Orange Insoles Love, Tom. Hey, kids, just wanted to drop you a line. I got my first pair of Orange Insoles, and I love them. They are awesome. I never would have known about them if they weren't one of your sponsors and talking about them. Thank you. That's Scott from Wisconsin.
Thank you.
OrangeInsoles.com, easy to navigate website. You can find the right pair of Orange Insoles for whatever activity or shoe, dress shoes, cowboy boots, tennis shoes, work boots. And OrangeInsoles.com has free shipping. And right now, when you sign up for text messages from Orange Insoles, you'll also receive an additional savings code. Go to OrangeInsoles.com today. Proper support on your shoes and start feeling better. That's OrangeInsoles.com. Proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
Speaking of Orange Insoles, don't forget you could win that beautiful cooler. It's the 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange from Orange Insoles. And we've got the Bob and Tom Pop-A-Shot, the home dual Pop-A-Shot game with the Bob and Tom logo on it. You could win those tomorrow. I believe we'll announce our winner, and there's still time to enter. bobandtom.com/contest. When we come back, we have aliens roaming the earth, apparently, and other delights, including Dildo Newfoundland in the news. Will feature Captain Dildo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Let me see this pair of panties with
It kind of looks like
the cushion.
Yeah, see, and it's
Is it a regular pair of panties?
odd.
Oh, look at that.
More of us could fit in these. Should I try these on?
Can we see your butt right now? I mean,
Sure, Bob.
well, I want to see the before and after.
Well,
I can't.
Well, she's in a skirt, though. You really can't.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay. Do you have them on?
Monitors?
No, I don't have them on.
Well, that's really rude.
Wow, that's your big ass.
Wow, look at this. Nipper attack.
Like,
Get him,
do you have them on?
No, your ass looks very nice. You don't need to put them on.
That's not what you said.
No,
You
see,
implied she had a big ass.
no.
All right, we need a before of Christy's butt. Take as long as you like, Dean. Come on, smile.
Now, do you just put them on? Are you going to put them on? Can you?
Oh, remember, Christy, the padding.
put 'em on right
the
now.
padding goes in the back.
Yeah,
now.
make
Remember
sure you
that.
do it
Just
right.
like pant. Oh, she's
She's slipping them right on. So, okay, wait a second. No, she's slipping them.
magic
She has a
trick.
skirt on, so she can just put them right on.
I didn't know we were.
Okay.
Dean, get some of that while you're at. Come on, Dean.
You're not wearing.
Come on, Dean.
Are you wearing hose?
Come on, what are you, queer, Dean?
You're not wearing. You're not wearing hose, are you?
Women don't wear hoods.
Now, are you wearing? But are you wearing traditional panties right now?
Yeah, boring.
It's Friday, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just boring, ugly.
No, I mean, but you do have panties on because those
Yes.
those haven't been laundered. You might get some.
So do you. Come on, Dean. Make love to the camera, Christy. Go for it.
Okay, now she's slipping.
you can't
Could you let's allow a little bit of dignity. Christy Lee is now slipping on the booty pop
Okay, where's the cameras?
panty augmenter. What does it say on the?
Okay.
Okay, now she's let's see.
Now, all of a sudden, you got those on, so
now she's got the
now,
padded.
I'm
Hold
curious,
on.
if you sit down, do you feel the big cushion? Is it like being on a
No, that's me.
on lawn furniture? Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, baby's got back. Oh wow. Looks like you've
Let's
got.
take a
some,
look at that.
Oh my God. Dude, looks like you got a huge ass tumor. You have shelf ass.
Nice. So step out from behind the monitors. Let's see what.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Look at that.
she's got baby's got back now.
Well, that really does pop them out
It
there.
really really accentuates the backside of your backside.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's.
Look at that.
Ohio on Friday night, April 7th, then Saturday, April 8th, the Preston Arts Center in Henderson, Kentucky. That's Donnie Baker. Check him out or more information on his ongoing tour at DonnieBaker.com. Rolling through a Monday with you on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at your entertainment news headlines. Writing terrific reviews and a strong word of mouth. The role-playing game adaptation Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves opened with $38.5 million in U.S. and Canadian movie theaters over the weekend. That's according to studios' estimates. Sunday, stealing the box office perch from John Wick Chapter 4. Dungeons & Dragons also a big roll of the dice. The film co-produced and co-financed by Paramount with E1, which is owned by Hasbro. It cost $150 million to make. John Wick Chapter 4 slid to second place with its second weekend at $28.5 million, while a sizable dip. The assassin action film has already accrued $122.8 million domestically and over $245 million worldwide. This week's entertainment releases include an album from Michigan rapper NF, a two-part documentary about Brooke Shields on Hulu, and Katherine Hahn portraying a character inspired by writer Cheryl Strayed in the series Tiny Beautiful Things. Netflix will release Louis Capaldi, How I'm Feeling Now, a documentary that follows the Grammy nominee returning to his Scottish roots and attempting to reconnect with his old life and the family. And Paramount Plus's Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies, is a TV musical series that shows the origin of the girl gang before the events of the Grease movie starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And congratulations, Kaylee Cuoco flying high, giving birth to their first child. The star of The Flight Attendant and The Big Bang Theory said on Instagram Saturday she and fellow actor Tom Pelphrey now have a daughter named Matilda Carmine Ritchie Pelphrey. Cuoco said the baby born Thursday is the new light of our lives. Cuoco and Pelphrey, an actor from the soaps Guiding Light and As the World Turns, began dating last year and announced in October they were expecting a child together. And that's a look at your entertainment news. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Tom, apologies. Christy, I just accidentally distracted her by handing her a big photo of David's butt.
Oh, the statue, Michelangelo's David.
She confessed that she's a big fan of David's.
Isn't that a nice butt?
A very nice.
Very nice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Dear Bob and Tom.
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about toenails last week.
No.
A friend of mine is a dental hygienist.
She cleans teeth for a living.
She had a patient who came in the office in great pain. After examination, the dentist found the sore tooth swollen and infected. The procedure required a small incision to relieve the pressure.
There was a toenail in there.
The dentist immediately requested a pair of surgical tweezers and removed a large piece of toenail.
How do they know it wasn't a fingernail?
Because it says this patient said he often chewed his toenails.
Oh,
Can I tell you something? Hey, my mother used to chew her toenails
no way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
A little best of right here. Right here.
This is a sick thing.
Wow.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you'd
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life.
Close attention, please.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy Lee on vacation. That is Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk, and here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much. Got a nice letter here.
I do, too. May we hear yours first?
Of course. It says, I saw Josh's show Saturday night in Dubuque at the casino. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Oh, that's nice.
So great. I can't wait for Josh's album to drop. I think we're looking at 2027. I think of that. After his show, I won $400 in the casino.
Yeah, you did.
Shut up.
So, Josh, I need you to come back more frequently.
All right.
Since you were in Dubuque at the Diamond Joe Casino. Very good, Josh. Very good.
Yes, thanks to all who came.
You have a letter? Is it
I do, yeah. This good morning, Chick.
Good morning.
Just wanted to let you know, says Andy, you have corrupted my 10-year-old daughter.
Love it.
While watching ESPN over the weekend, the announcer said Charles Barkley, and without missing a beat, my daughter said Quan Barkley. I had to explain to her that we don't have to say that after every person named Barkley.
Oh, I think it's a good idea.
But I think now we may as well. Thank you, Chick. Also, could you say hi to Kenzie and Maggie? No.
Okay.
Nope.
Saquon Barkley is the topic.
Hello, Kenzie. Hello, Maggie.
Quan Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, then you say.
Quan Barkley.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Kenzie, Maggie, how are you?
Let's move forward here. Jessica sitting in for Christy Lee, who is on vacation. What have you got, Jessica?
Well, a new study finds that men will likely exaggerate when asked to self-report their penis size and other masculinity-related traits. For the research, 191 Danish men provided information about certain physical markers, such as height, weight, athleticism, and penis size.
I know Pat does this. He said his penis was sold out. That's a real treat if you've been listening all morning.
Ladies, nice call.
Ladies, there's still one row left.
If you've been listening every minute, every second.
SRO, standing room only, right?
Yes.
Quite the joke.
Their answers were then compared to known averages for the Dutch population. Researchers found that men reported that they were marginally more athletic and significantly taller compared to the Danish mean. The greatest exaggeration was erect penis size, which was 21% over the average. The study results imply that data on private aspects of masculinity, such as penis size, may only be actually collected in a controlled laboratory environment. The research was published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology.
Chick, do you know what my Danish mean is?
What does your Danish mean?
3.5 per morning.
Danish. It's the name of a food. A Danish.
Eating pastry. Cheese.
3.5. You got strawberry.
I love a cheese Danish.
Oh, I know. Cream cheese Danish.
So the point of this article is that that men are exaggerating many things, but the one they exaggerate the most significantly is their male member size.
My wiener's so big, what you gonna do about it? My wiener's so big, what you gonna do about it?
What are you going to do about it?
What you gonna do about it? My wiener. I should not be. That was sacrilegious somehow.
Yeah, really, maybe not a gospel tune. I don't know. Maybe not like it swings low. Swing low, my giant Johnson. No, we're not going to do that.
You're right.
I mean, this should be from the Mr. Obvious Institute.
That's
right. Of course,
right.
they're going to exaggerate.
Are they exaggerating on purpose, though, or are they just unaware of?
You better tell them that.
It's like if you ask a girl how much you weigh, they're going to probably knock off at least 10, 15 pounds.
Or if you ask a woman how many male members have you
body count?
And inside your body.
I mean, I think the number is going to be a little lower than. Would you?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ask you personally, but let's just say in the experience that you have had with other people and your friends, do you ever say to one of your friends who's a female,
when this is transcribed, we're all going to be reading it in court. Go ahead. Sally.
Basically, only after drinks, I'm like, you're such a slut. I know what you did in school, Sally. Sorry about
So do you guys? All right.
Do you throw numbers out? Is what I'm saying.
Right.
I think we all know the numbers.
So if we, do not answer it, but if we were to say what's your number, you would know it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not that high.
No one is implying.
Right.
I'm just saying, but
you're saying, right?
But you're saying that your friends, your female friends, they all have a number in their head that they're ready to throw out there.
Yeah, I think so.
I know a lot of girls, they just have a note in their phone, and they'll just go in there and they add names when they have to.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, a lot of people my age have a note in their phone with every person. 100%.
Names?
Some people have a spreadsheet. They show which base they got
revealing
to.
too much.
I don't think
that would have been really handy.
They like hit every race.
To do that, yeah.
I mean, it's just like
Great idea.
It's the equivalent of like a little black book, right?
Josh, can you remember all that? No.
There are some I never even learned the name.
Oh, cool guy Arnold over here.
Can you name the address of the bus station?
I remember one. Her name was. Why don't you
7219 Addison Street.
Why don't you go get us some breakfast? That was her name. Is what I thought.
No,
So-
I didn't.
So you think that the average woman actually has that number rock solid right there?
My friends, but you know what? A lot of my friends didn't have a window open that long, I guess, where
I
they
got
just
you.
got into a committed relationship very
Come to
young.
my window.
But if I if I was like, hey, write down your schmeckle size, no one's gonna lie about it.
Well, it would be a guess.
I like to round down so I don't throw the curve off.
Curve, you have Peronis?
Oh, that's a horrible thing.
Or you can make, compared to the size of your hand, how many of your hands would it be?
The hook answer.
So do you think women would lie about that?
About our number?
Yeah.
If it's really high, I bet they would.
What
Just
is an
because
acceptable
there's-
number in your mind?
For a woman? I don't want to shame anyone.
No,
I'm
not.
I've always heard I've heard forever the number you if someone asks you and pins you down and makes you answer it, it's 5. You're supposed to say 5.
5 for your whole life?
5 seems reasonable.
No, that is
if you're
insane.
single and you're trying to find someone, you're out there having fun, I think like 5 a year is probably safe.
Nope, 5 total, Tom. 5. 5's the answer.
Don't be ashamed of your number.
Excuse me, is that for men and women?
I mean, do whatever you want. I mean, there's probably people that are getting 5 a week. Good for you.
Willie,
whatever makes you happy.
Are you under or over 5?
Oh, yeah, over for sure.
Yeah.
In a year?
Yeah, sure.
Pat, how about you? Under or over 5?
Sold out.
You gotta know somebody to get a seat. That's right.
Do you know your number, Willie?
No, I'd have to count. I've got like a pretty good guess, but yeah, I'd have to get some pen and paper out.
Did you ever see those primitive cave drawings? And I guess a good example that have a schlong in them.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's always sort of disproportionately huge.
Have you been looking at my erotic cave art?
But I think the argument could be
Picture book
made.
again.
I think the argument could be made that men have been exaggerating this.
Certainly.
Since they figured out how to carve into the wall.
Certainly.
That's what I think in the movie Clerks or something, they say men always add 3 and women always divide by 3 because men want to sound cooler and women want to sound more tame. But don't
With their sexual partner number?
I think that's true. I think guys will lie up because it makes them more desirable.
Mm-hmm.
The women want them.
Do you find that to be the case? If a guy said, I've been with 8 women, and then another guy said, I've been with 80, you like the guy with 80 more?
Not necessarily.
Does
I'm like, geez, you go through them pretty quick, huh? Like,
It's the talking, right, Tom? That's why you go through them. It's the noise coming from their mouth. Is what
fair amount of chatter.
Thank you,
Tom. Do you
let's
Tom,
move on.
do you have a number?
I have no idea.
That sounded amazing.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have
At least 3.
Coming up, we have Dildo Cove in the news. It's a real place. Also, we have bear meat, BEAR. That's right. This is bizarre.
Hi.
And we've talked to people who have eaten bear, and which is interesting. But this bear meat is now available in vending machines, which is rather unusual. We'll find out about that. Also, aliens walking the earth.
You better believe it.
And what's the deal with Boo Boo Bear? Is he like just little? Is he like a little person bear?
Yeah, is it like a baby bear?
Or is that Yogi's son?
Isn't it Yogi's nephew?
Is it Yogi's nephew?
I think so.
Oh, I thought they were just buddies. We'll look it up. We'll find out.
I thought they were
And
related.
are there little people bears? If that's
like a
like
pygmy
dwarf bears?
Like a dwarf
Sure, I'm sure dwarfism
that's a
occurs
fair
in
question.
many animals.
Okay.
And I've always said this. Did you ever watch those Tarzan movies, Jessica?
the one with Brendan Fraser. Fraser,
no,
yeah.
You never watched the ones with Johnny Weissmuller?
No.
Oh, he was great. And he had the chimpanzee. Remember the chimpanzee? Anybody?
Ape? Or no, cheetah?
Cheetah.
Yeah. The cheetah was named Ape.
And then there was Jane, the lady.
Yeah.
And then there was Boy.
Oh.
They just called him Boy. And I think Boy had to be thinking, hey, I'm Boy, and yet you named the chimp. What the hell?
I had no joke.
Well, he got the monkey wrong. No, he called him a cheetah. You want him to call him the boy a hat? He's got it all wrong.
Okay, at least he took the time and trouble to give the kid a name. When we come back, we will be exploring this and many other things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I'm not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre.
which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but
three guys.
If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all being all that lucky.
Lucky
or the manata. That's what I've heard it called as well.
There you go.
Oh man,
the manata.
I love it.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show today. And you can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. The cool part, say you're listening to the show and you're on your way to the office, and just as Greg Warren's calling in, you've got to go into work. No worries. When you get off work, just tune in to the YouTube channel, dial up to the point in the show where you left off, and next thing you know, you're catching up with the show later in the day on our YouTube channel. It's just that easy. Go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show and have some fun. Not just today's show, but a lot of our shows are archived. If you want to go back and see some of our former guests, it's all right there. And we enjoy that you listen to us right here all morning long on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Residents across a wide swath of the U.S. racing to assess the destruction from fierce storms that spawned possibly dozens of tornadoes from the south and the Midwest into the Northeast. At least 32 people have died. Confirmed or suspected tornadoes struck 11 states, destroying homes and businesses, splintering trees, and laying waste to neighborhoods. The dead include 9 people in one Tennessee county, 4 in the small town of Wynne, Arkansas. President Joe Biden declared broad areas of the country major disaster areas, making federal resources and financial aid available to support recovery. Obesity in the U.S. military surged during the COVID-19 pandemic. Recent research shows nearly 10,000 active duty Army soldiers became newly obese between February of 2019 and June of 2021 after restricted duty and limited exercise led to higher body mass scores. Increases also seen in the U.S. Navy and the Marines, renewing concerns about the fitness of America's fighting forces. Solutions, same for civilians. Experts say recognize obesity as a chronic disease, provide targeted treatments that include diet and exercise, and new medications. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to soul.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kevin Pollak is our guest. This is something that interests me. You do, for example, you do tremendous Johnny Carson. What are all of your guys going to die off pretty soon? I mean, you've got, is that a concern? Because one of the things about our life now, with all these TV channels out there, there's so little commonality.
Yeah,
you know, we're the classic impressions when we were coming up. You know, it was Edward G. Robinson when we were little kids. We're
right.
Like, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
And now you've got people in their 30s going, Johnny, who?
Well, that's why
I had to bring along Christopher Walken.
There you go.
For the kids who love him. I'm a hoofer at heart. I don't know if you saw the Fat Boy Slim video, but I kick it old school.
That's great.
Have you interviewed Christopher Walken?
No.
Okay, well, here's your chance. And keep in mind, all of his thoughts are completely unconnected. So go ahead and ask Christopher Walken anything.
All right, what's your new project, Christopher?
Frankenstein never scared me.
So how long have you been working on the film?
Marsupials do.
And when's its release date?
'Cause they're fast.
They are fast. They are.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
June 9th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy Lee on vacation. That is Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. That's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, Josh had some great shows over the weekend. Pat, same thing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Sold out.
Very fun.
Now, we're going to get back to the action. We have an interesting story about a place that we found out about several years ago called Dildo, Newfoundland, which sounds like something we'd make up, but no. It's an actual place, and Dildo happens to be in the news today. Do you have the story?
Yeah, rescue efforts are underway to help save a pod of dolphins stranded in Canada's Dildo Cove.
A pot? A pot of dolphins?
Pod.
A pod? Okay.
According to the CBC, the dolphins trapped by sea ice were spotted swimming in circles in an area about the size of a residential swimming pool. The rescue effort involves workers and volunteers submerging themselves in the frigid seawater to help guide the dolphins closer to shore so they can be pulled from the water and relocated.
Oh.
The rescued dildo dolphins will be transported for release in a nearby bay, which is currently free of ice.
Okay, good.
The phrase dildo dolphins, it sounds like some kind of a...
You know how else they could round up the dildo dolphin? That's right.
Jeez.
Round them up.
No.
All right,
Round them up.
Roger, I know dolphins,
They hate my mother.
but there's no reason to
Okay. Dildo Cave sounds like one of those billboards you'd see driving down the freeway for some kind of adult store.
Yeah, there's Gator Jumperoo, and then there's Dildo
Next
Cave.
up, Dildo Dungeon.
It's cool. They got a Culver's next door. It's nice. Good combo.
Oh, God. Well, Dildo is a real place, and we found out about it a few years ago, and we weren't quite clear about it. So we called them up just to find out if this was all true, and here's what happened.
We are trying to hook up with Dildo. You're trying to hook up with who?
Dildo Newfoundland.
Oh. Now, last year there was a news story that was datelined Dildo, Newfoundland. We didn't believe there was, in fact, such a place.
This is Rowena.
Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. This is Bob and Tom from the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes.
Now, you are, in fact, in what city right now?
It's a community called Dildo, Newfoundland.
Right.
We have quite a few visitors here, and granted, some people come because the name of our community and...
Are people in Dildo referred to as Dildoans?
Not really.
Dildoites?
We refer to ourselves as Dildonians, but
Dildonian.
not really.
Are there T-shirts and stuff of it? Since the name's sort of funny.
T-shirts and caps and that, which is done up.
Now,
Yes.
is there a place that has the T-shirt shops that commemorate dildo days, or?
Yes, there is, through the group called Society of United Fishermen.
Oh, so what does the shirt look like if I wanted to go?
Well, we also have an old sea captain who is dressed in typical fisherman's...
Like a cappy dildo?
We have what's called Captain Dildo.
Captain Dildo,
Yes.
which would be the same.
Which is a fisherman.
Right.
And...
Now, can you do you have a phone number for the Society of United Fishermen?
Well, we're all members of the Society of United Fishermen, which is a uniquely fraternal Newfoundland society for helping fishermen and their families.
But if we wanted to order a Dildo Days T-shirt, could we do that via the phone, or would we have to show up in dildo?
No, you can certainly. I'm really pleased that you guys are finding it amusing.
Well,
to talk with me because I can hear laughter. In
I think it's the whole concept of Captain Dildo. I think
we were fine until we heard about Captain Dildo.
Rowena, I was fine till Captain Dildo came.
Yes.
Well, we love Captain Dildo,
Well,
and everyone
sure
loves
everyone
to
does.
get their picture taken with them.
I'm sure. See, I've got to go now. I've got to. If I have a picture of myself with Captain Dildo.
Hold on, Morty, Bob, and Tom show.
This be Captain Dildo.
Captain Dildo.
Captain Dildo.
Someone said ye be laughing at me on
Captain, I am so sorry. We were talking with Rowena in Dildo, Newfoundland, and she indicated that there was actually a Captain Dildo, and we were not aware of that. And I'm so glad you called.
Find something amusing about me name.
No.
No, is it true you only have one eye, Captain Dildo?
I only have one eye.
Naturally. Do you have a mascot there, Captain Dildo?
He can talk a bit.
Oh, let's hear him.
All right, be a good boy, Dick. Say something to the boy. Dick the parrot. He's so bad. He's black.
What?
He said double dog.
That must be a nearby community.
It
Double
must
dog?
be,
Is that near Dildo?
It's the Twin City.
Okay, boys, calm down.
And by the way, editor's note, that was Dean Metcalf as the pirate and me as the parrot. Thank you.
I didn't know you were the parrot.
Oh, yes. I was
a double dog.
Oh, double dog. That was mine.
There really is a Dildo, Newfoundland. And once again, their volunteers are helping to get some dolphins that have been trapped in the sea ice in Dildo Cove. Ice in your Dildo Cove sounds like a headline in Cosmopolitan magazine.
Or it's like something Gwyneth Paltrow recommends.
It's rejuvenating, no big deal.
A good way to cool off during a heat stroke. Ice your dildo. And then...
Oh, okay. Well, now, we've learned about the existence of Captain Dildo. When we heard about it, we, of course, chose to write a song about Captain Dildo.
In a faraway land near St. John's lies the rugged seaport of Dildo, Newfoundland. Dildo, deeply penetrating the eastern coast of Canada, is known far and wide as the birthplace of legendary seaman Captain Dildo.
Captain Dildo is his name, the sailor we've all heard about in some exotic port. He's always pulling in and out. He's laid down a code to which he subscribes, spreading peace and love and giving us good vibes. Captain Dildo, Captain Dildo, Captain Dildo, Captain Dildo, yo-ho!
Look, there's Captain Dildo heading out to sea.
Gosh, I wish I was going with him.
You will someday. And remember what they say. You can take a woman out of dildo, but you can't take the dildo out of a woman.
He sails the seven seas, a purple helmet on his head. He's legendary for the many tales that he has spread. Who needs a mortal man? Why become annoyed? Call on Captain Dildo, he will fill the void. Captain Dildo, Captain Dildo, Captain Dildo, Captain Dildo, yo-ho!
And as long as Captain Dildo's around, there will always be a little dildo in all of us.
Oh, classics. This is a beautiful area. of the world. Just all kinds of great-looking lakes.
Really is, yeah.
Just spectacular. And that's a real place. And
When you think of me in the future, I'll probably be living there somewhere.
It's gorgeous. You'd like to live in...
somewhere remote, without phones.
Really?
Without people, without Josh. I'll be there.
You know, I too would like to live in a place without me, but my therapist says I should try to fix things instead of run away.
Yeah, it's Dildo, Newfoundland is about as east as you can go on the continent. I mean, it's way out there, and it's actually on an island. I'm just looking at it on the map. It's
Dildo Island sounds like a show Ace would watch. Tonight after MILF Manor, Dildo Island.
From the people that brought you Vibrator Peninsula, it is Dildo Island.
Tonight, something gets stuck in Backdoor Bay. Oops, they forgot to put twine on it. We'll find out. That's all.
That's a good dildo hack. Tie some twine around it if you need it.
It's not a roast. You're trying to have fun.
No, but you don't want it to get... Never mind.
Sucked in,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Ugh.
It's a vacuum.
Oh, you want like a surfboard leash?
It is a vacuum. It'll suck it right in there. Good luck, everybody.
Coming up, we have an ambulance joyride. We have the meat from a bear, now available in a vending machine.
Yummy.
What? How crazy is
You know
that?
how you get bear meat? That's right.
I
killed my mother.
And we have aliens walking among us. Are you kidding?
We sure do.
Now, spring is springing. I hope wherever you live, you're getting some little bit warmer weather. HelloFresh has decided to shake things up. You getting that phone call from your taste buds going, bored? Can't stand it. How about something fresh, something new? That's where HelloFresh comes in. They deliver. They deliver everything you need. They probably deliver liver, but if that's what you're into, they've got everything there. HelloFresh delivers everything you need to savor the great spring season. And now save 50% at hellofresh.com/BTShow50. They've got those new quick and easy meals, including the new fast and fresh options, ready in 15 minutes or less. Now, what am I talking about? They do the grocery shopping, saving you a ton of time. They do the measuring, so you just put it together. Every week, more than 40 options, including over 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. Quality ingredients, they do the shopping. Did I mention that? And they get it all prepped for you and ready to go. You put it together. What did you do lately over there, Willie?
Check out the Southwest Beef Cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this delicious, hearty pasta dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Plus, you're going to save money because they buy in bulk, so you save on the costs of groceries, which keep going up. So it's good for your wallet and good for the planet because it'll cut way down on food waste. They've done the measuring. It's all pre-portioned, so you can have some fun putting it together. Great, fresh ingredients. And like I said, all kinds of different options. You could go to vegan over here, all the way up to comfort food over here, and everything in between. Sign up today, 50% off. Plus, your first box ships for free if you use the code BTShow50. That's BTShow50, HelloFresh.com/BTShow50, HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Coming up, we have taking a joyride in an ambulance, but I thought he was our patient. And are there aliens walking among us? Josh, this is a good story. You're going to like this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom listeners.
If you work on your feet all day, maybe you're a teacher, a waiter, a doctor, a nurse. Oh my gosh, you're running back and forth all the time. Maybe you're Noah back here that's working this camera who's running around. You need orange insoles in your shoes. The running shoes, insoles, a little floppy. Look at that. Sturdy, hold you up, support your weight. The proper way. OrangeInsoles.com. Check them out. Plus, you can win this Yeti. Think of all the things you can do with this. First off, you're going on your wonderful hikes and you can't wait to get back to your campsite, camping in the beautiful wilderness. And your river rat friends are not going to be able to steal this Yeti cooler because you'll be able to see it. Check them out today, orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more. You get free shipping in the U.S. Plus, they have bundle and save options, so save some money. And if you sign up for text messages, you're going to get 10% off your entire order. Why are we still here?
Chicago-based fast food giant saying U.S. staff and some corporate employees overseas should work from home while the company notifies people of their job status. McDonald's did not immediately reply to emailed requests for comment. While a number of big U.S. companies have announced job cuts and U.S. applications for jobless benefits rose last week, layoffs are at historically low levels. And congratulations, LSU. They've won their first basketball title in school history, overcoming Caitlin Clark in Iowa 102-85 in the national championship game for the women. The men's championship game going to be determined tonight. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 2, 3, 4, what the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Whenever I think of a ping pong pad, I think about Josh and that sad occasion when Josh's grandfather died. They had the funeral right there at the assisted living facility, right next to the rec room. Tell me what happened, Josh. Josh had his tape recorder running so he could record the eulogy, and it was a very solemn moment. There's the ringing in the casket.
And by the way, that is the harshest ping pong ball recording I've ever heard.
I had to send to the recorder on the table.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, folks. Billy Mazing here with more made-for-TV revolutionary offers exclusively for Bob and Tom Show listeners just in time for the holiday season. How many times has this happened to you? You're carving your big turkey for the holidays when, ouch, you cut your finger on another sharp knife. That's why at Mazing Industries, we're offering for the first time our patented double-handle carving knife, a must in every kitchen. It's our Surefire safety knife. On one end, you'll find an ergonomically designed, easy-to-grip handle. And on the other end, you'll find an ergonomically designed, easy-to-grip handle. That's right, folks. There's no blade at either end. Oh! Made of space-age polymers, my Surefire safety knife is guaranteed you just can't hurt yourself. Keep it anywhere, on the counter, in the kitchen drawer, in the pack and play, in the shower. This bladeless wonder gives you the same Surefire results every time. No cuts, no slices. The Surefire safety knife is an unsharp knife for people who aren't that sharp. Only cutting-edge technology can bring you a knife with no cutting edge. Only $39.95 or 3 easy payments of $18.95 each. Wow. Order in the next minute, and I'll throw in just in time for that holiday party you're giving for friends and guests who are nudist.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. He said it in his announcer voice. There's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee is vacationing somewhere away from all of us. I hope she's doing okay without us. You know how she misses us.
She misses us so much.
There's Pat Godwin.
By the way, she promised she's not eloping this week.
She'll come back married as sure as she... You know what I'm saying. Absolute lock. There's Josh Arnold. At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. Good morning. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much. Now, we have a number of news items I would like to get to. I do want to say, though, however, quickly, we have our contest, and it's almost over, thanks to Orange Insoles at orangeinsoles.com, because they have provided some pretty cool stuff, including this 45 Tundra Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler. You could put ice in that cooler today, and you go there Friday, there's still going to be ice in there. That's how good those things are. Also, the beautiful dual Papa Shot game
That's two, right? Side by side.
What do you got? Your side by side there?
Yeah, there you go. It's the duel. It's the duel.
Like a his and her sinks.
That's the duel. That's the big boy.
Yeah.
You could win those. You still have time to register. It's very simple. bobandtom.com/contest.
That's your twofer.
Okay, now.
Double deuce.
We turn to Ms. Alsman. What was that number again?
My number?
7.
If you're 555.
I was kidding. I'm not really asking you. It was a joke. Go ahead. Back to you.
Oh, the number of men
reveal
you've
the
slept
size
with.
of your schmeckles first. A vending machine that dispenses bear meat has proven to be a popular addition to a Japanese town. The Mainichi newspaper reports that an unusual vending machine is installed near the Tazawako Ichi local product shop near JR Tazawako Station.
Very good.
The meat from wild bears is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with selections costing about $17.
You have a cough button. that poor Tom. I was watching his face. It totally snuck up on him.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong pipe.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. First of all, I have questions.
Take a minute. It's not like we're on the air or anything.
From you, I'm getting this. I'm getting this burp king. Is it frozen?
Or jerky?
That's what I'm thinking. The bears are captured in the mountains of the city by members of a local hunting club and processed at a slaughterhouse.
I don't want anything to do with that hunting club.
Hey, these guys are out there hunting bears.
And then the meat is mainly purchased by bullet train passengers.
Do we have?
Okay.
Do we have?
You're on the bullet train. This is the same place that has the panty machine, right?
That's where they had those
on the bullet train.
The vending machines for the panties.
No, remember we had the story about the Japanese. I'm not kidding. They have vending machines that have game-worn panties.
Isn't that so?
Ladies' panties that you can buy?
Game-worn in the vending machine?
So you just huff them or whatever.
But not all of them are genuine. Josh, tell them what they do to come up with these panties sometimes.
I think you had told me that occasionally they will just like dip them in tuna cans.
Honest to gosh.
That is not true.
Like the oil or water. Or
you know how the Japanese are an honest people. They're not going to scam you like that.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I mean, everybody scams, right?
That's true. I'm not who I say I am.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's an alien. We'll get to that in a second.
Do those have their own vending machine, or is it just in there with the candy? Like, could you just pretend? Try to get a Butterfinger again.
Oh,
Look
man.
at this.
Yeah,
I asked for the Andy Cap hot fries.
Don't you hate it when your panties get stuck halfway down the machine?
Oh yeah, just dangling.
That's
there.
really something. Mm-hmm. Panty vending machine.
I'm trying to find it, but I stumbled on this instead. This is from the New York Post. Millennials and Gen Z shoppers are gravitating toward bigger panties known as so-called granny panties.
What do you think that's about?
It says hip brands like Rihanna's Savage and Fenty are selling fresh interpretations of the classic look.
These are words I don't understand or people I don't know, so I'm going to Fenty.
Well, you know millennial women. Mm-hmm. Do they wear these granny panties?
Maybe just a comfort thing, I would say.
I see.
As a millennial woman.
Oh, I didn't know you were a millennial.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like 58.
You know what? I don't want to say
the only reason,
that is surprising.
The only reason I say it is because that's
So let him out doing Adderall. That's fine.
So of course I'm teasing.
I mean, among your friends, I don't think. Is there any way you would know this? Is this something you discuss? Is this true that the skimpy panties are out?
I think if you're wearing pants that are tight, such as leggings or running pants, you'll wear a thong just because you don't want to see the seams.
Gotcha.
But anytime it's like jeans or you're going to bed, you're wearing granny panties. Which anything that's just called granny panties just means it covers your butt. I think even hip huggers, bikini cut, Brazilian cut, those are all kind of granny.
Boy shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Boy shorts are not granny panties. Those are sexy, cheeky panties.
I just like boy shorts.
Okay, I'm trying to find the Japanese vending machines for panties, and I can't find it.
58, really?
Sorry. In any
I
event,
thought 59.
A bear meat vending machine.
Would you try bear meat, Tom?
Yeah, I'm not big on gamey meat, but it might be interesting. A bear meat vending machine sounds like slang for a gay club glory hole.
And they're serving bear meat in there.
Oh, bear meat, $40. Okay,
fresh bear meat in the men's room.
One of my gay friends, Brian, told me that he was an otter, and I asked what that was, and he said a guy who loves bears, or who. Something like that.
Oh, like the teddy bears, like a big man to basically cuddle with, I think, right?
I've heard that otters are hairy, like a bear would be hairy, but smaller, where a bear would typically be larger.
He said he wants a bear to play around with him or whatever.
That's, you know what?
He
I want to
loves
watch
me, man.
I want to watch a video of just a bear and an otter, not even just the real bear and otter playing. I bet you they'd have a real good time out there in the wild.
Oh, I love mixed match animals.
So do I. Big fan of unlikely animal friendships.
Tom, why are you letting this continue? Is it because of your song?
I'm trying to prove my point and find the Japanese panty vending.
We believed it.
Yeah,
we remember doing the story.
We believe it, Tom.
Yeah,
we do.
You can stop looking for evidence over there.
Sorry.
Good morning, folks. This weekend I was in Savannah. This is an email from Gerald.
Oh, yes, Savannah.
There's a murder in Savannah. My wife and I stopped at a jerky store.
Nice.
And the clerk said they had a very nice selection of wild meat. She asked me if I would like to sample the pork and how about some kangaroo. I said, channeling Chick McGee, sorry, I can't eat kangaroo. It makes me jumpy. My wife, of course, rolled her eyes, and the clerk laughed so hard she nearly cried.
Wow, she hasn't been around much.
Wow. She'd worked in the store for a year and never heard kangaroo meat makes me jumpy.
Yes.
Thanks, Chick. You're welcome, Jerry.
The only kangaroo meat I'll eat is Joey.
Oh,
that's right. It has to be fresh out of the.
Oh, you like it like veal?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Baby kangaroo.
Yeah.
Aren't kangaroo babies the smallest to the largest in the known world? Right? They're like a pea when they're born.
What?
Yeah.
Like in the. Are they in the pouch?
When they're born, they stay in the pouch. They're born though.
Yeah.
And in that pouch, they're like the size of a pea, and then they grow to be like an adult kangaroo. It's like 9,000 times its size or something. That's the biggest in the world.
I have no
biggest
idea.
In the universe.
I'm sure that's
something.
I'm sure that's a category. Whether or not.
Thank you, Chick. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. If you were smart, you'd know that.
Alsman, please speak.
Got more bears, kind of.
Oh.
A Kentucky couple got married in a ceremony that was officiated by the so-called cocaine bear.
Really?
Alexandra and Armando exchanged vows in front of the taxidermied bear at the KY for KY Fun Mall in Lexington.
Cool.
The store spokesperson, Ann Livengood, said that because Kentucky law requires marriages to be presided over by a human, the couple was later lawfully wedded by store owner Griffin Van The bear, which served as the inspiration for Elizabeth Banks' film, had died in 1985 after ingesting a large amount of cocaine dropped from a plane piloted by convicted drug smuggler Andrew Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge success, right?
Yeah.
Not huge, but yes, it made money and did fine.
Very fun.
So, but this is the actual stuffed dead bear that the whole thing was based on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But a human did obviously the.
That's so weird. I don't know if I could just handle the.
I have done weddings, as you know.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm licensed, if you will, to do that. I have the proper credentials.
How many couples have you married?
2.
How many are still together?
Both.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yeah, they're doing for. If you ever want to get married to your man, I can take care of that for you.
Oh, nice. I'll remember that.
In this case, if it's the cocaine bear, I would go buy the powder vested in me. Buy the stick.
You're going to stand by that.
Do you promise to love, honor, and prevent forest fires?
Often, real quick, this is off topic, Tom, I apologize, but we get emails sent here, and then they're printed out by Mike Mark and handed to us to read every now and again.
Sure.
I just want to point out that he just handed me an email of a link I'm supposed to look at. Printed out on this.
Well, just click on it and go to the link.
I think he underlined something.
What if when I pressed it with my finger, I disappeared?
Keep trying. You'll be fine.
Okay.
This just in. Here's a photograph of a vending machine in Japan. The one over here has like little beach balls in it. And this one over here has
inflated or not inflated?
Inflated.
Okay.
This one over here has kind of a leg shot.
Like a picture of a leg?
Sexy leg,
Okay.
yeah. And this machine is illegal. Controversy surrounded the actual existence of this vending machine. It was declared illegal in 1993 to sell used schoolgirl panties in vending machines.
Well, it took a.
I think it would have been fine if they had not used the term schoolgirl.
God, what is rubbing his eyes? I don't know.
Why did you bring that to our attention?
Because we were talking about the vending machine in Japan that sells bear meat. And here's a vending machine that has lingerie. Here's a vending machine that has rhinoceros beetles.
Ew.
They have all kinds of stuff at vending machines in Japan. Fresh vegetables, chicken.
You mean schoolgirl lingerie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
College school girls, of course.
you can buy a lobster out of a vending machine in Japan. So
that's really something.
24. If you need a lobster at 3 a.m., where are you going to go?
Man, if I was a woman, I would just stand by that vending machine and be like, I'll give you a better deal on my panties. And just start robbing the vending machine, you know?
Well,
So wait a second. So what you're saying is, if I'm hearing you clearly, you're perfectly willing to get into this business?
Well, how pricey are these panties?
I don't. It's in Japanese.
It's like if someone's going to pay $5 for a hot dog at a game, it's like, you know what? I got some hot dogs right here. I would start selling them for $1.
Would you wear the schoolgirl outfit standing next to the vending machine?
They would be like, look, lady, you graduated 35 years ago.
Yeah, no.
She's like 58. Jesus.
You're far too old.
All right, let's
But they're
move
my
on to our
daughters.
next story. What have we got?
Psychologists are saying that there is a group of people on Earth called starseeds.
That's right.
Who believe they are aliens.
Mm-hmm.
In an article published in The Conversation, researchers explained that starseeds, or star people, believe they are reincarnated aliens who have reawakened from another planet to be born here. The idea is widely credited to author Brad Steger, who was interested in alien life and extraterrestrials.
Doing important work.
Believers claim there are several ways to tell if you are a starseed.
Okay.
Which include searching-
crapping your pants and not caring.
No, let's not judge the star seeds.
Which includes, are you ready, Josh?
Yes.
Searching for meaning in life.
We all do that.
And feeling a lack of belonging.
Oh, boy.
Could they be more vague? And
The new age concept might not be as fringe as one might think. Content with the term #Starseed has over 1 billion views on TikTok.
Oh, God.
Joni Mitchell wrote about it, and Crosby, Stills, Nash sung about it. We are starseed. We are. That's what that song was about.
No, no, it's not. Starseed.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like Scientology?
That's one Our Lady Peace song. That's good, too.
Let's
no, not really.
Don't they claim that they're aliens?
Let's not speculate about
I don't know. I'm only on level 4.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too sure.
You know that,
I just got my E-meter. I'm way behind. Can we?
Yeah. Where your thetans at, my friend?
Okay. There
we go.
This is ridiculous.
Hey, they're not doing anybody any harm.
Right.
So Snooki from Jersey Shore, she was doing that show as a Hollywood medium with Tyler Henry, which I love that little guy.
Okay.
She asked if he believed in aliens, and he said yes.
Well, there you have it.
See, Tom, you're going to scoff at that?
Go ahead. Argue with that. Go ahead.
Well, Snooki, her idea of Starseed would probably be going down on Brad Pitt.
I'm sure she's
Starseed right there.
He also said there might be some walking among us. That's
She's
all.
a fine mother.
I'm sure she
barely burns her kids.
Okay,
with
here we go.
cigarettes.
It says starseeds believe they can communicate in starseeds communicate in what's called they call light language.
Sure.
Bypassing human limitations.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Okay. Sure they are. Okay.
Well, I hope they're here to help make us a better species.
So far, it's not working. You read the news lately?
I think we're doing fine. I don't think we give ourselves enough pats on the back for how well we've...
doing great.
How far we've come. Are you kidding me? We can travel back in time. You can see how well...
Okay. All right. Well, hello to our guests that are starseeds. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you, yes.
Back here on Earth. Okay, well, we have things to do.
I sense that you're not...
and somehow angry at me.
Not giving the proper credence to
the
this.
qualifications, you have to search for meaning in life and feel like you're an outsider. Well, that's everyone, I think, pretty much.
Maybe more of us are starseeds than we know.
So if we all are, then no one is. Okay. Josh is sitting in a special place today. That's right. He is in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And it's time to start thinking about Mother's Day just around the corner. Steven's been thinking about it. He's already cracked the case, ladies and gentlemen. What would make Mom happy? Well, how about one of those beautiful gold-dipped roses that says, Mom, I love you. You're the best mom ever. The brand new one is neon green, 24-karat gold-dipped rose. This will light up her day, light up her life. This is the first of the brand new neon color roses. This is going to be a new thing from Steven. Her friends will be green with envy, ladies and gentlemen. Neon green 24-karat gold-dipped rose, a real rose dipped in real gold from Steven Singer, exclusively. How do you find out? You go to IHateStevenSinger.com, get the orders in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and out the door. And by the way, they start at $59, and they are shipped for free in a beautiful premium gift box with a personalized Mother's Day card from you. So think about all those moms in your life and get them something nice from Steven Singer Jewelers. Don't forget, Steven also has a lot of beautiful jewelry. You can't go wrong. Lifetime guarantee, by the way, on everything from Steven Singer, included for free. Steven Singer Jewelers, IHateStevenSinger.com is the place to go online. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Go online and look at the new neon green 24-karat gold-dipped rose. Coming up, it's time to learn you something with history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
A Vietnamese man who is thought to have had the world's longest hair has died. I had that word bin penis, I think it would have been a much more interesting story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll just change it. Do the story and use penis. It's creative licensing.
You want me to, wherever the word hair is, say the word penis?
There you go. Now we're on to something.
Okay.
It'll
be
fun.
Don't use the word penis. Use the word
Johnson?
Wang?
Wanker? Wang?
Yeah, Wang. He's Vietnamese. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wang.
The exact length of Tran Van Hay's
Wang.
Could I read the story? That's not correct.
That's not correct?
Can I read the story, please?
Go ahead.
Now you know how I feel.
If you'd let me finish, you'd.
No, we're not.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Why are you looking at me snottily? She's running her pie hole over there.
If you'd let me finish, you'll find out why.
All right.
The exact length of Tran Van Hay's unwashed.
Unwashed.
You know what?
You know what? You
just can't resist, can you?
You did just jump in a little easy.
Let me tell you what.
I am not going to let him get this story.
This will be. I apologize. You were exactly right.
See, if I say the exact length of Tran Van Hay's
Could you read that sentence again, please? Go ahead, read it again.
Completely
read it again.
We're now, once again, we are substituting the word wang for the word hair.
All right.
I am reading word for word.
Go ahead.
The exact length of Tran Van Hay's unwashed dong. I'm sorry. The exact length of Tran Van Hay's unwashed wang was unclear.
Well,
but some
it's hard to tell with all the dirt on it.
Some estimates put it as long as 6.8 meters. Now, Christy, that's
6.8
It's like 18
meters.
That's like 20 feet.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
Angels. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. The Yankees beat San Francisco. St. Louis over Toronto, and Texas beat the Phillies. American League, your winners, Tampa Bay, Boston, Minnesota, the White Sox, the Angels, and Cleveland. National League, Washington, Cincinnati, the Mets, Milwaukee, San Diego, and Arizona get the wins. From the NBA, your winners, Toronto, Chicago, Portland, Brooklyn, New York, Orlando, the Lakers, Phoenix, Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Denver in regulation. And the Spurs and Atlanta both win in overtime. And from the ice, the Rangers, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Winnipeg, Detroit, Los Angeles, and Calgary all win. Boston wins in a shootout, beating St. Louis. And the Blue Jackets win in overtime, beating Ottawa. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, we'll get a song or two out of Mr. Pat Godwin.
Someone ate all the toppings left to crust. Not a lot of cheese. Not a lot of cheese. There are a lot of pies. There are a lot of pies.
That's Tuesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's a former exotic dancer and adult film star with a rack as big as the Grand Tetons. Now, she's a small claims court judge, and all her decisions are final. Catch the hot new show from Bob and Tom Television. She's sexy. She's stacked. She's Jugs Judy.
This court is now in session. And before we get started, let's take a moment to let our bailiff introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Bob Gavoyan. Jugs Judy, may I say that you look absolutely stunning today. You certainly are one gorgeous lady.
Why, thank you, Bob. You keep flirting like that, and my gavel won't be the only thing getting banged today. My, it's a little warm in here. Does anyone mind if I loosen my robe?
Your Honor, that's what I called Exhibit Double D.
Bob, meet me in my chambers after court. I'd love to go through your briefs. Oh, and bring your handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am.
Jugs Judy. It's a guilty pleasure. Available only on Bob and Tom Television.
This court is adjourned. Now let's all go to my place for margaritas and skinny dipping. Bob.
Catch Jugs Judy only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Yeah.
No. Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
Radio app, details on that up next.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That is Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, Willie Armstrong.
I'm Chick McGee at the OriginSouls.com sports desk, and here's Tom.
Your last chance to get in on the action is today. BobandTom.com/contest. What's at stake? The Bob and Tom home dual Papa Shot game and the 45 Yeti King Crab Orange Cooler from OriginSouls.com. Please get that done right now. BobandTom.com/contest. We are owed a bonus joke after somewhat tepid beginning. Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick. Yes.
What did the cannibal ask for his last meal?
What did the cannibal ask for his last meal? I don't know, Ace. What?
Five Guys.
I bet he was disappointed when they brought him a burger and fries.
A lot of fries. Good fries.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very good. Very good. Thank you very much. That was nice. Thank you, Ace.
Five Guys.
We were talking about elephants because Greg Warren went to visit Lucy, the giant elephant on the Jersey Shore, which I was not aware that that's.
And Josh really loves. You like that elephant, don't you?
Oh, I love Lucy.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I see. Very good. Very good.
That was a show.
Just can't step on my dick. Why I even try?
Oh boy! Wow.
Did you like that story that Greg told us?
Yeah, I was not aware of that giant. I like the big things, like the big statue of Mr. Bendo at the transmission place and all those sort of things.
That's the guy who does that is he's done many of those all across the country.
They're great. I love those big giant
Arnold
statues.
Farquhar.
Mr. Farquhar. I think
He's very good.
Yes, he's very, very good. You got a problem?
No, I was going to play a tribute to elephants.
Well, go ahead.
Want to hear it? Yeah.
Audiences everywhere agree that there's nothing more terrifying this summer than snakes on a plane. Samuel L. Jackson and several slithery co-stars have made Snakes on a Plane a #1 box office thriller. But now, Bob and Tom Pictures brings you a motion picture that's bound to give you nightmares with the most horrifying creature ever to board a transcontinental flight.
Oh my God! Is that?
It's Elephants on a Plane.
How did that thing get on board?
Oh, excuse me. I think that's my seat over there. Yeah, 17B. Here we go. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm in the middle. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Sure, Snakes on a Plane would be bad, but no one wants to see an elephant on their flight.
No. She can't get this seatbelt button.
Crushing me.
Oh, hey, sorry, fella. I thought you was an armrest. Oh, are those peanuts? I love peanuts. Are you going to eat those?
No, you can have them.
Oh, boy, thanks.
Elephants on a Plane, only from Bob and Tom Pictures.
See, they're going to be transferring those hippos, you see. They'll be transporting them up.
Time now for Today in History. April 3rd, and I did forget to say rabbit.
Oh, okay.
April 1st was Saturday, and we really can't talk about April 1st on the show or anything connected to it.
Okay.
So rabbit.
1882, Jesse James killed by Robert Ford, shot in the back of the head.
The Coward, Robert Ford.
Great movie.
Yeah, well, and then he forgiven by the governor, as I recall. And also got a little reward for that.
Yeah, he lived in disgrace.
Very controversial. 1952, TV Guide publishes its first issue. Is that still in existence?
Yes.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What in God's name do they put in it?
Everything?
Well, good luck, TV Guide.
When it became a big magazine.
Is it online now? Or
remember, it used to be like a booklet, but then it became a full-size magazine.
Well, now it would have to be like a dictionary.
It would have to be something.
Okay, there's a lot of shows out there. Happy birthday, the late Doris Day.
Yes.
Played a beard.
Calamity Jane.
Rock Hudson.
Doris Day?
Yeah, she often did play beard.
Day.
What was her classic movie? Pillow Biter?
Pillow Talk.
Oh, no, that was a different Rock Hudson movie.
Pajama game.
Pillow Talk, Tom. Pillow Talk.
Oh, I see.
No biting.
1924, Marlon Brando.
Give me a shove.
1934, Jane Goodall, the great
bestiality
scientist.
Like monkeys.
Love to make
Fell
love
in love
to.
with a monkey.
1942, Wayne Newton.
He will be at Bourbon and Beyond this year.
No
in
kidding.
Kentucky, the big music festival.
You got to get him on the show.
Isn't that something?
Okay, if Wayne Newton is on our show, okay,
I'd love to meet him.
That will be my last show. I'm just telling you.
Do you know who Wayne Newton is?
I just Googled him, and he just looks kind of stuck. He just the way that his face has been performed.
It's had waxy.
It looks like he's got a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
He was born in, 42, you said?
Yeah.
Whew.
So how old was he when Duncan Shane came out?
He was a kid.
Yeah,
16. Here we go.
Duncan Shane, darling, Duncan Shane.
Had no idea this was a guy until I was like,
Thank you.
That's a boy.
20. Yeah.
That's Wayne Newton.
He sounds like a
But
pretty
he was a
lady.
teenager. He was on
I Love Lucy.
or
One of the Lucys.
One of the Lucy.
Ferris Bueller sings that song.
I think he's a.
Here's
trumpet
Lucy.
player. Alec Baldwin, great actor, great shot.
Oh, God.
Insensitive joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pulled the trigger.
No, but you
I was
mentioned it.
the incompetent
the difference.
person on the set that put real bullets in the gun. That was my fault.
Anyone else bored?
1959, David Hyde Pierce.
Okay, shut it down.
Love him.
No one knows who
I
he
do
is.
too.
No one.
61, the great Eddie Murphy.
Great.
Tom saw a half-white squirrel this morning. We're never going to hear the end of it.
I know, I just mentioned it. I thought it was weird. Then I found out it's called a piebald squirrel.
Another big headline today. Tom had a midday shower. The other day.
How about that?
How about that?
I got really dirty doing some stuff.
Little afternoon spritz.
Took a nice shower.
I accidentally trapped some critters with my new privacy fence in the backyard. We don't know how to get rid of them. Our pickleball updates during the award-winning sports broadcast will now be called forever
Brine Time.
Brine Time.
Brine Time.
So silly.
Pat Godwin broke his guitar over the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
If he didn't, I was going to.
Play Gangster Folk. I dare you.
Yeah, play it now.
He killed. It was so fun to watch him Friday.
He murders.
Into Thin Air is a book by John Krakow about climbing Mount Everest.
Everyone knows about it.
Tom
Reasons. He acts like it's
just because Josh pretended he read it, he thinks that no one else should be directed toward it.
I have a plan for the Hippos taking over Colombia. That's right. Start there.
Cruel man.
Ed Septic called us, and remember, he will not start anything with your wife.
Yes. If your wife tries to start something with him, he's going to leave her alone.
That's exactly
Unless you
right.
want him to.
Right.
Unless you're into that.
And then he'll do a midday shower before he tackles her.
Damn right he will.
Okay, that's good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.